We gotta keep that same energy. We gotta keep that same energy. Man, I'm gonna welcome everybody into the show today, man. And I'm gonna tell you guys this. The first thing I'm gonna talk about, you already see the title, Canelo, Canelo, and more Canelo. All you see is the haters talking about Canelo Alvarez. Canelo's this, Canelo's that. Every single conversation that we have in boxing is leading back to Canelo Alvarez. I give you an example. I talk about what Bud Crawford says about Manny Pacquiao. Then they bring up Canelo. What does Canelo have to do with this? Okay. I bring up Tank Davis. Then they bring up Canelo. Okay. Canelo is on the minds and lips of every single hater there is. For some reason, they cannot keep Canelo's name out of their mouth and out of their throat. They need to give this man a rest. Let that man's wife get a chance. My goodness. My goodness. Look, I'm going to be honest with you, man. I'm going to be honest with you. This doesn't make sense that they're so obsessed with Canelo Alvarez. I tell you what, you mentioned David Benavidez, who's at 175, and they talk about Canelo. Why is Canelo the only thing you guys think about? The only thing you think about. And everything that they say is always hate. These guys are like some jealous bitches. That's what it is. That's what it is, and it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. But let me get to my little intro real quick, man. The first thing I want to let a lot of people know is because there's a lot of people that listen to the IBFP and they come on here and they forget. So I'm gonna give you guys my intro that maybe you haven't heard. A lot of people are new to the IBFP, so let me explain it. The IBFP is not for everybody. It's not. The IBFP is not for everybody. And I'm going to explain that. First off, let me start off. If you ride a bike with no seat, this is not for you. If you eat a Snickers with a dick vein, the IBFP is not for you. If you like to give a man a mouth hug, this is not for you. If you bite your lips when you wipe your ass, this is not for you. If you beg to see another man's face, this is not for you. If you like to play hacho choro, this is not for you. Like my brother says, if you kiss your daddy on the lips, this is not for you. My brother Carlos, salute to you. Oh my God. If you drank out of a straw, this is not for you. If you eat an elote the long way, this is not for you. I'm sorry, the IBFP is not for everybody. Some guys think that this is for them. No, it's not for you. You're too bitch made. You're too much of a coochie. You smell like vagina and not in a good way. So the IBFP is literally not a channel for everybody. If you believe that Tank Davis is anything other than a hype job, the IBFP is not for you. If you believe Demetrius Andre is an elite fighter, the IBFP is not for you. If you believe Virgil Ortiz is a hype job, the IBFP is not for you. Because what I'm going to tell you is the truth. And that's going to hurt your feelings. And this is just not the place for it. You're going to get in your feelings. The IBFP is only for people who are seeking the actual truth. If you think David Benavidez is going to beat everybody at 175, this channel ain't for you. We don't kiss ass over here. I show guys respect. I give credit where credit is due, but we ain't going to do any of that glazing. We ain't going to do any of these meat lovers pizza. And look, I'm going to be honest with you. All these dudes with these meat lovers pizza, they're going to have to open the phone lines up for all these pizza coupons. These guys always want a meat lovers pizza. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. But look, I'm going to tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to tell you what we're going to do. We're going to let some people on. We're going to talk that shit. And the first thing I want to do, the first person I want to call out, the first person. Now, let me see where this fucking guy is. This guy is MEAG E2X. MEAG E2X. And this guy under my video says, I want to fight you, IBFP. You want to fight me because I said something about Bud Crawford? You mad at me over another man? You ready to throw hands over a man with a dick? This doesn't make any sense. This doesn't make any. You want to fight me? So understand this. I present a video with evidence, with facts, with everything, and you get mad at me so much so that you want to physically get into a fight. You don't want to fight the argument. You don't want to fight my words. You want to have a real fight because you don't like what I'm saying. That's literally the definition of bitch made. But I'm going to tell you what, just for you, and you know who you are, I guarantee you're going to duck. I'm going to drop the link for you right now. The link has been dropped. And you know who you are. I have you on the community post. I let the world see it. I want to fight you, IBFP. I want to fight you, IBFP. How dare you talk about Terrence Crawford like that? Don't ever talk about Terrence Crawford like that. Was that your baby? Is that your boo thing? Who is that? What? I can't talk about this man. I'm going to talk about everybody. And if you don't like it, click the fucking link. That's all you have to do. That's all you have to do. Click the fucking link. That's all you have to do. Because if you don't like what I'm saying, if you're in your feelings and you want to fight, all you got to do is click the link. Don't be a coochie. Don't be a bitch. Don't run like a coward because you had no problem typing in your little message. You had no problem typing in your little message. Leave Bud alone. Don't say anything about him. Okay, well, go ahead and click the link and let's have a conversation. You wanted the conversation. Let's have a conversation. Let's have a conversation. And look, I dropped the link and this man is nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. All that, you sound real tough behind the keyboard. You don't even want to talk. This is what I mean. Anytime I say something, somebody's in their feelings. Somebody's mad. Somebody's upset. That doesn't make any sense to me. That doesn't make any sense to me. Shout out to Fight Sport TV. I see you, my brother. And I'm going to get to you in just 1 second. Round one, I see you, my brother. I'm going to get to you in just 1 second. Now listen. Salute to my brother, Untouchable Raider. Salute to my brother, Untouchable Raider. Now I'm going to tell you this. Over the last few days, you've seen people using my name in videos. You've seen people talking shit about me. You've seen me make a few videos about people. But I'm going to tell you what happens from this point on. So the same guys I'll give an opportunity to get on my platform, the same guys I give an opportunity to come on here and talk boxing, and if you got an issue, say what you got to say. But they get in their feelings. They get emotional. So at that point, I'm no longer dealing with bitches. Either you're going to get on here and have a real boxing debate, but if you're going to act like a little bitch and not acknowledge the truth, not acknowledge the facts, then we're done. I'm not going to debate a bitch anymore. I'm done debating bitches. That's it. I'm done debating bitches. That's it. I will not debate a bitch again. I didn't body bag too many bitches to be debating them again. Too many. I'm not giving you no more shine. I'm not giving you no more credit. Nothing. You get nothing. Now I'm going to tell you one thing. I just want to clear up a few things. Now, there's a few people out there making videos about me, spreading lies and narratives, reaching out to everybody saying, the IBFP is this, the IBFP, they're mean. He's a Tank hater. So understand this. I had a guy on my podcast not that long ago where I had a debate with him. I'm not even going to say their name no more because they're irrelevant. But I'm going to tell you this. They said, oh, no, the IBFP, you're biased against Tank. I recently had somebody come out here and tell me that I'm biased against Tank because in 2019, I said him and Leo Santa Cruz was a 50-50 fight. But in 2020, I called it a cherry pick. That's a year later, dumbass. It's not the same fight. A year later. Now, what's funny about the whole thing is you get people trying to come up here and say anything. And these are the same guys that won't call Tank a hype job, but that'll call Virgil Ortiz a hype job. Make that make sense. I'm sorry. I'm going to keep the same energy. So I'm no longer dealing with bitches that can't accept the truth. Either you can accept the truth for what it is or you don't. And the guy tells me in his debate, he tells me, IBFP, you're biased because you have all these videos that say something negative about David Benavidez or that say something negative about Tank Davis when literally their entire channels is talking about me. They don't have no videos about boxing. Your entire channel is about me. Then you're not a boxing fan. You're an IBFP hater. And I'm not dealing with haters. I'm not talking to haters. That's a waste of time. I only deal with boxing fans, period. If you're a hater, I'm going to tell this. If you're a hater, no matter where you are, I'm going to give you instructions. Go to your bedroom, turn the lights on, turn the lights off, and then eat a dick. Because over here, you get no more play. You get no more respect. You get no more shout-outs. You get no credibility. We only keep it at boxing over here. And every time I talk about anything, it always goes back to Canelo Alvarez. That's why I put the title, Canelo. These guys are all mad because of Canelo. It doesn't make any sense. Everybody's mad because of Canelo. It doesn't make any sense. My brother Antonio Garcia says, the Knuckles family is in hell right now. You're absolutely right. The Ashy Knuckles family is in absolute hell right now. And Ashy Knuckles, you feel free to get on here and you can talk about your favorite topic, which is Canelo Alvarez. Because I'm going to be honest with you, 99% of all David Benavidez fans are anti-Canelo. See, that's the difference is I give David credit. I give David props when he does something worthy of it. But guys want me to sit up here and meat ride. I'm not going to build an entire channel to meat ride David Benavidez. I'm just not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. That's not what we do here at the IBFP. And I'm going to tell you one more thing. Fight Sports Talk, he's not a meat rider. I would never disrespect Fight Sports Talk that way. Me and Fight Sports have different opinions on things. We have different viewpoints on things, but I would never get on here and disrespect this man in this channel by calling him a meat rider. We had everything worked out to what we say we can agree to disagree on certain things.
Yeah, absolutely. Salute IBFP. Thanks for having me on as always. And yeah, I don't know if we're going to get into it today, but yeah, the Crawford fans, I mean, now I've got a reputation as a Crawford hater because I don't agree with what he's saying. And I've got issues with, especially with what he said about Manny Pacquiao lately and certain things he said. Yeah, it's,
sorry to cut you off. Did you hear Man and Mirage's argument last live?
Is that the one on Twitter? Because I missed it.
So pretty much last live, Mirage was going through all the reasons why Crawford would beat Canelo at 168.
I heard some of that, and I guess I'll just get my thoughts on that now. I've said on this very show that I believe Crawford can make it competitive with Canelo for the first 8 rounds or something like that, because styles make fights, and Crawford's a very high IQ fighter, but he's not. As soon as I've been saying this from the start, as soon as Canelo starts landing those body shots, it's going to affect Crawford big time because size matters. And the amount of people saying that Canelo's body shots won't matter is astounding to me. And I never thought I'd see this many people picking Crawford to beat Canelo.
Craziness.
Now, let me ask you, Untouchable Raider, what's up with you, my brother?
Yo, what's good, Tanner? How are you?
Good, my brother. Why do you think so many people are picking Terrence Crawford to beat Canelo? Is it because Terrence Crawford has showed an incredible amount of skill and talent in his last few fights, or is it because something more biased about them?
It's just pure hatred,
what do you think
man.
that reason is?
It's just pure hatred towards Canelo. That's what I think it is.
What about you, Hit? Why do you think that a lot of people are saying, I think Terrence Crawford beat Canelo right now? Is it something that Terrence Crawford did to gain respect, or is it just haters? What do you think the issue is?
Here's my big problem with it, and the reason why I go down the same line as Untouchable Raider, that it's a hate on Canelo thing. Because if there was evidence, let me say this: if Crawford had fought at 168 before this fight and looked really well, then I can make the case, of his resume, previous weights, at 140, 147. Can I be clear? This is his first fight jumping up 2 more weight divisions from 154 to 168. Completely different ballpark power-wise, cardio-wise, getting your body right for it and all that. We have no evidence to know what kind of Crawford we're going to get at 168. And the one we got at 154, the heaviest he's been, was not that good against Madrimov. What right does that give, in my opinion, unless you're hating on Canelo, any right to pick Crawford to beat Canelo Alvarez in that fight? I'm trying to do it from a factual standpoint, guys. This ain't, because as far as I'm concerned, the people who are picking Crawford don't really have any, real boxing facts going into this. If anyone wants to go on, fight. If you've got one point.
Well, my assumption on that is because they're looking at Crawford's fight IQ and boxing ability and saying, well, Canelo's been outboxed before, yada, yada, yada. They must be talking about the Mayweather fight, even though that was more than 10 years ago. Completely ignoring. Exactly. Plus, Canelo was drained in that fight. And plus, Canelo, I don't know why. Listen, I say this as a Canelo critic. Everybody knows that. But I don't see why people ignore the fact that Canelo's one of his best attributes is his body punching. And yeah, he does get outboxed a little bit by guys like Kovalev and Caleb Plant at times, completely ignoring that those guys were much bigger than Crawford will ever be, unless Crawford gets on an incredible HGH diet and grows like 10 feet tall.
Victor Conte diet.
That too. So completely ignoring that, yeah, Canelo can get outboxed a little bit by guys who are taller than him. Crawford's not taller than him. And those body punches wear everybody out. Guys who, and again, they're completely ignoring that size matters. I mean, people ignore that weight classes exist for a reason, because again, I say the fight will be competitive, but Canelo's body punching will have not just an effect, a great effect. And yeah, Crawford showed against Madrimov that when he's in there with a guy who's more tricky than what he's used to, and that counter punching, even though Madrimov's not a big puncher, is what kept him honest. Crawford's not prepared to go out and swing for the fences. Nothing wrong with that, but he's not going to be Canelo then, who's much bigger than Madrimov.
So something, by the way, I think also goes under the radar. Canelo, very sneaky, good counter puncher. Will take one and two.
Very good. I think he's an elite counter puncher. But before we go on in this topic, we're going to circle back to this topic because I got my brother Banner of the Sun on here. Salute to you, Banner. And I want to check in with Ashy Knuckles real quick. What's up, Ashy?
What's going on, man? What's good?
What'd you say, Ashy?
Yo, Ashy.
What's going on? What's up?
Oh, my bad, Ashley. I apologize, Ashley, man. I ain't trying to get on your bad side today, Ashley. The only thing I'm going to tell you is this, Ashley. I'm going to give you the respect and tell you right now, because I know a lot of people are saying David is ducking Team Bivol, and there's people saying the reverse. I just want to clear this up right now. In my opinion, on my channel, I don't believe David is ducking any smoke right now. We have until that date and see what offers are made. That's all I'm saying. I don't believe he's ducking anybody. I know some people are saying that David Benavidez is duck Callum Smith. I don't believe he's ducking Callum Smith. You can't duck Callum Smith when you're in a mandatory for Bivol and you're pursuing it, in my opinion.
Right.
It's more of Turkey's fault. It's more of Turkey's fault.
Yeah, that's a good point right there. David's been chasing that fight or trying to be in the limelight for a long time, and that Callum Smith fight is not going to get him there. So I can see why he's trying to get that Bivol fight, and I hope he does.
I already explained the business part of why. That only makes sense to me of why David and them is pushing it the way it is, and that's because, like I said, being that Turkey controls what Bivol does. Even if let's just say David took the Callum Smith fight, right? He'd be mandatory to fight the winner of the third match between Bivol and Benavidez. Now, who's to say that after that, being that Turkey is paying Canelo's 4-fight deal, his other 2 fights haven't been announced yet. If Canelo want to fight Bivol for undisputed, I'm pretty sure Turkey will pay for that fight before they give it to Benavidez. And then Benavidez will have to wait a whole nother year before he even get Bivol. I mean, yeah, if Bivol beat Canelo, he would have to wait a whole nother year to get him in the ring. So yeah, fuck it. If you got to make him drop a belt to fight you, then do what you got to do, because he's not guaranteed that fight, even if after the rubber match is over, even if Bivol win. Only way he might get the fight is if Better Beef win. But if Bivol win that fight, Bivol's gonna follow up with what the fuck Turkey gonna tell him to do. And if he say the rematch with Canelo makes more sense than Benavidez, then that's the route they're gonna go. So yeah, I believe Benavidez is doing the right thing.
And the only thing I'll say is this, Ashy. I'm gonna come right back to you, Banner. The only thing I'm gonna say to you, this, Ashy, is that I said this on a live a while back. Is that I believe that David Benavidez deserves a Dimitri Bivol fight. And people were saying, why didn't you have that energy with Canelo? I do have that energy with Canelo. I believe he deserves a Canelo fight. And I would still like to see that fight. It don't matter who wins or loses. I don't care about that. I just want to see these guys fight. I don't mind paying for it. I think they're all good fighters. And a lot of people think we shit on David. I got a lot of love for David. I'm a fan of David's. I've always liked David. So I think that that's the misconception about all this. And I just want to see all these guys mix it up and get it on. There ain't no hate towards any of these guys, period.
Yeah, I mean, because like I say, I believe Canelo's a great fight. I'm pretty much like you. I just want to see a guy who I feel is one of the best fight, the best of boxing. That's all I really want to see.
And that's absolutely Banner. What were you going to say, my brother? My bad.
I was going to say that that touching on Ashley Knuckle comment about that 4-fight deal with Bivol and the Turk is that, like, it kind of reminds me of the contract that Canelo got with PBC. Like, we didn't know who was going to fight, and it was all up in the air. But I think that's taking into account that, considering that things change in boxing, like there's demands here. When that happens, things change when people lose, and people want to see different fights. But like I said, like I don't think that Canelo's gonna do a 4-fight deal. I think that he might be done by next January, by next March.
Yeah, especially
get out the door.
And especially how that Crawford fight go. My opinion on that Crawford fight is this. I can't say Canelo is going to win because I don't see Crawford knocking him out. Only thing I can say is the main thing that everybody gives Canelo the credit is because he's the bigger man, the size. Now, if Canelo don't land a good shot to put Crawford down, that means he's going to have to outpoint him, which means that's going to make Canelo work even more, which I don't see right now in his career. He want to even work hard like that to have to put Crawford out, because you got to think, if he don't knock him out, if he don't knock Crawford out, go ahead.
Canelo getting tired if he's moving forward the whole fight. Like I see Canelo, punching arms and shoulders like he did Callum Smith in that Crawford fight, and Crawford finally just giving in and saying, like, just hit me, man, just hit me, just get it over. But
see, that's the thing. I mean, the thing is, we got
right now, him not taking a fight and waiting for that Canelo fight. I can see him, exercising and trying to get used to that weight for the whole time, just for that Canelo fight. Him not taking a fight, yeah, it's there's precaution, there's rust that may be involved, but I see why he's doing it. Maybe not taking the risk, but trying to get to that weight, get acclimated to that weight, getting used to that weight, moving around in the gym. I can see him, doing a little bit better at that weight than we might suspect or expect. But I don't see him being 12 rounds with Canelo, man. I don't.
Can I kind of? I agree with you. I don't think it's going 12 rounds. I've said I think I think Canelo's getting Crawford out of there. But can I counter the point? And it's just this point. I understand we're thinking Crawford could still, I agree with Fight Sport Talk. Crawford can, still have his ring IQ and his skill set. But the weight is such, and I know Ash is making, I'm bringing up the weight quite a lot, but it's such a difference because it's not, we know Canelo's used to this weight. It's his best weight. 168 is Canelo's best weight. Okay? It's why he's gone undisputed.
That's what's crazy about it.
Yeah, and that is crazy considering where he started in his career. But the reason why I'm bringing this up is because this is Crawford's first fight at 168. No, I'm not, discrediting any of Crawford's boxing skills. But you mean to tell me you're coming into a new way? And I got what you said, Bannon, about him getting used to it in the gym. Getting used to it in the gym and being in an atmosphere of a fight are two completely different things. I think everyone on this panel could agree on that. Absolutely. But the second point, the second point is that this is Crawford's first time at this weight. You have to wonder. We don't think his punching power will hold up. I'm sorry, it didn't really at 154. We've not seen the evidence, that his punching power will hold up. But the second thing is, being at the bigger weight, will it slow him down a little bit? Will it slow him down? Will he be a step slower? And if he's a step slower at 168, that means Canelo's going to trap him quicker, in my opinion.
Yeah. And if I could just, because you brought up two of the main key points about him putting on weight. If Crawford really does put on weight, I think he's signing his own death certificate because, like you said, it'll slow him down. And Canelo is already huge compared to him. And again, that body punching is nasty. So his only chance to win is to stick and move for 12 rounds. And so, again, putting on weight is just, it's a terrible idea, in my opinion. But also, go ahead.
Oh, I would like to counter. I would like to counter that right there.
How's he be able to maintain that weight and working out? What is he doing?
No, see, that's the thing.
I agree, but
that's the thing.
The other,
I think after the match,
actually, I'd like finish and then
I was just going to say the other thing about his fight IQ and power. He's again because of the size difference. He's never going to be hurting Canelo that badly. The one thing I expect he will be able to do is he may be able to stun him at times, like James Toney used to hurt heavyweights because he threw from odd angles, and his fight IQ is very high, and
he might be able to stun
counterpunch. Crawford might be able to stun Canelo once or twice, like James Toney used to stun guys who are much bigger than him. But as far as hurting and putting down, he's never doing that.
Come on, man.
I'll be honest with you. To me, that sounds extremely ridiculous.
This is how I feel about his weight. I feel after the Madrimore fight, we got to think Bud walk around weight got to be nothing less than 164. Isn't that his natural body weight? Got to be about around 164 before he cut down to 147. Okay.
I'll let you go. I'll respond to you after that. Okay.
I feel after the Madrimore fight is when he started his diet as far as to gain weight. So I think his plan is, being that he got into September before the fight, that he wanted to get at least about 190, between that 180 to 190 range. That way, once September comes,
that would mean he'd be as big as Berlanga. Come on.
No, listen. No, listen. He want to get up to that weight to be able to get used to carrying it. So that way, when it's time to start cutting down to 168 with him, because his plan, hear me out, man.
I'll let you finish.
His plans right now is he bulk up, right? He's sparring with heavyweights, so that way he could be able to take some hits from a big opponent. So that way, once around a little bit before September come, he start cutting down the weight. He'd be like 180, about 180 something, 84, 183 between fight night. I mean, like, no, not 180, about 160, that 164, 165 range. I don't think he's going to even be 168 when fight night come. He's going to be between that 165 range. So he's basing on carrying that weight to get used to it too close to September so he could cut down, that it won't drain him that bad, because he's been holding that weight for some months now. It's not like he's just bulking up until September. He started bulking after the Madrimov fight up to now. So he's trying to learn how to carry that weight on him, so that way when cut time come, he won't be that drained.
Okay, I'm gonna let Edgar respond to this, and then after Edgar goes, then I'll go, and then we'll circle back around everybody else, because there's two things I got to address: that whole getting stunned thing and the weight thing. Those two things are just like pressing for me. But Edgar, I don't want to take your spot. Go ahead and say what you got to say, brother.
No, I mean, salute to the panel. Sorry, I'm a little late and stuff. But like, I mean, just to touch base on this point of the live, let's just call it what it is, boys. He is fucking smiling all the way to the bank. He's not looking to be anywhat competitive. He's looking to get 1 or 2 rounds in. All of a sudden, he's going to get, like someone else said before, even if he's going to be dancing and moving around, he's going to be on his bike all night long, just like Charlo was. He's going to feel the fucking hits to his arms. He's going to feel, even if he, closes up shop, he's going to feel those like thudding blows anywhere which way Canelo lands him. And at that point, the light switch is going to go off in his head, and he's going to be like, oh shit, survival mode. I'm going to get on my bike. I'm going to run around. I'm not going to try to win. I'm just going to hear, and I'm going to smile when I take my paycheck to the bank. That's all he's looking for, because he's not fighting again ever in his life. That's what's going to happen. And I get that some people are like, well, yeah, he might do this, he might do that. He's not going to do that. Come on, guys. He's fucking goddamn near closing in on 40. He's going to take his 20, 30, $40 million that he's going to get, and he's going to fucking retire. He ain't going to do anything else.
Ooh, man. Edgar didn't really went in there, man, and went in. And I'm going to be honest with you about a few things that I really wanted to get off my chest. I respect Fight Sport, and I respect his opinion, but I have to respectfully disagree. I don't believe that Bud Crawford is going to stun Canelo anyway. I mean, will he land clean shots? Occasionally, he's going to land some clean shots, but landing a clean shot is not going to stun you if you don't have the power to move weight. Two, Bud Crawford, he didn't have that power at 54 to even drop Madrimov, but you're going to go up to 68 and stun probably the guy with the best chin in all of boxing. And that logic doesn't register for me. And if he's able to stun Canelo, hold on,
Ashley.
Look, hold on. What were you saying, Ashley?
No, I was saying he had enough power for Madrimov to respect him. He didn't have enough to hurt him, to stun him, like you said. But as long as you got enough power to make a person respect you.
Madrimov's the guy at 154. So getting Madrimov to respect your power is completely different from getting Canelo to respect your power. A lot of people don't realize Madrimov does not equal Canelo fucking Alvarez. Canelo's levels above Madrimov. Madrimov's a good fighter. He's a talented guy at his weight, but he's not fighting at 68 because he gets beat by all those guys up there. Madrimov don't beat Caleb Plant. Madrimov don't beat Edgar Berlanga. Madrimov don't beat fucking Jaime Munguia. He don't beat any of those guys. And that's no disrespect at Madrimov. That's just saying that's not his weight. He's not going to go up there and have them. He's just not that guy that can do that. So with all that being said, Canelo's a once in a generational fighter. And that's the problem with so many people. You keep saying, well, Madrimov did this or they can do this. Canelo's a once in a generation. We have not seen a Canelo Alvarez before. This guy's just once in a lifetime type of talent. These type of guys don't just exist every day. They don't come out every day. Canelo's a once in a lifetime type of guy. And just to be completely honest, I mean, this guy, 5'7.5", fighting at 168, then fought at 175. And people are saying he's cherry picking champions at 75. That's crazy to me. That's let you know he's a once in a generational kind of guy. And to what you're also saying. So I mean, in my opinion, Bud's gonna land a few clean shots, but Canelo's just gonna eat that shit. It's not gonna stop him. He's gonna walk right through it like water. The reason why is because that shit ain't gonna phase him. And if Bud believes it's gonna phase him, that'll be the worst mistake of his life. But I think we all know, Bud included, he knows that his power ain't shit for Canelo, and he know he can't stun him. That's why him and his team have already been on record of saying they're going to dance and move around the ring the whole time. They've already said it. Bomac said we can't stop. We got to move around the ring the entire time. He's already went on record and said this. So we already know they're going to be fighting and moving the whole time. And people also forget, Canelo has 2 ways to win the fight. Bud only has 1. Bud has to hope he can get a decision. That's Bud's game plan. Hope that he can box, move, and not let Canelo land any clean shots on him for 12 rounds, and he can get a decision. And he's hoping that he's fast enough and quick enough. And he cannot, you got to think about it, he cannot make one mistake for 12 rounds. Not one. Not one. The other end, Canelo, he can knock him out, which is obvious. But with somebody moving like that, you really don't expect the knockout to come. But the second way Canelo can win, he still can knock him out. That's still a possibility because Bud has defensive lapses. I don't know if you guys watched Gamboa. I don't know if you guys watched Madrimov. Even in the Errol Spence fight where Bud dominated, Spence was still able to touch him. It just wasn't effective. But he still touched him. He still touched him. I'm not saying it was effective, but he still touched him because Spence is just not that guy. But he still was able to touch him. Spence was atrocious in the fight and still touched him. So I can't remember. Sean Porter was literally beating him into the point where he got stopped in the fight. Even Bud's own corner said, hey, man, we're down on the cards. You seen Bud Crawford. I seen him take a big gasp, and I cannot remember what round it was when Sean Porter hit him with a body shot. And Sean Porter is not the body puncher Canelo Alvarez is. And we're just going to be real about that. Another thing is that people talk about Bud Crawford's weight. That's a whole nother issue for Bud. So you talk about his weight. Oh, and I know a lot of people saying Bud needs to come in at like 162, 163 or something like that. I don't know exactly what he has to weigh. I think they said he just has to be over 160 officially. If he's stupid enough to come in under 168, that much weight, thinking speed is going to help him, that's going to hurt him because when he does have a defensive lap, he's not going to have enough weight behind him to absorb that type of shot and that type of power. And that's probably why you're going to see him get knocked onto the canvas. But if he comes in at a heavier weight, he may have a chance to be able, when he slows down later in the fight, to absorb a shot here or there with his hands up. It all makes sense. You can't come in too light or you'll get cooked. You can't come in too heavy or you get cooked. The man is in a fight and he's outgunned. Canelo Alvarez can outbox Terrence Crawford because Canelo Alvarez has skills and he has power and he has a chin. There's nothing Bud can throw at him that's going to stop him. His power can't be fucked with Bud. And Canelo Alvarez is an elite, skilled fighter. People talk about Canelo Alvarez like he's just a moron that moves forward and don't do nothing and don't move his head. No, that's not Canelo. But that's a mistake that I remember Danny Jacobs, he gave an interview before the Canelo fight. He said, oh, who, Canelo? Oh, I think I stopped him. Okay. And then when they fought, he was moving like a bitch. Okay. And then we've seen Billy Joe Saunders. I think I do the job. You know how they say over there, I can do the job.
Oh, I remember Saunders was saying, I think I do a job. I think I can get out of here with a clean decision, and I outbox him. And he got his face broke. He
got his fucking face broken. Caleb Plant, they said he was white chocolate and he was going to Floyd Mayweather Canelo. The same thing they say Bud's going to do. And Caleb Plant at 68 is a physically stronger fighter, a fighter that's just as fast, if not faster than Bud. And we've already seen Jermell try to do a track show. Shit didn't work. And he's physically bigger and stronger than Bud. And he still wasn't able to absorb those shots. So if Bud comes in any lighter thing and speed's going to save him, you're going to get hit at some point, and then you're going to be doing that stanky leg. And you'll be lucky to do a stanky leg because you might just go to sleep. So if he come in too light, he's fucked. And if he come in too heavy, he's fucked. Really, his best job is just try to survive and not get knocked out. But to even win the fight, you're going to have to throw enough shots to win rounds. Yeah. And the more shots you throw, the more chances Canelo's going to be able to counter this shit.
I want to hear fights, Kona. Go on, fight. I want to hear you.
Yeah, people can rewind this live because I see a lot of people thinking that I said he is going to stun him. I said that's the most Canelo can do. Maybe he can stun him because again, I brought up the example of James Toney at heavyweight where he was tiny, but again, that's just a maybe. That's the most he can do. I never said he will go out there and stun Canelo. And I was actually going to bring up the Sean Porter fight as an example of what you said, IBFP, about his defense having its limits. And even though Sean Porter's a lot faster on his feet than Canelo's huge again. And again, that body punching, and you brought up the Billy Joe Saunders fight, the Caleb Plant fight. Again, these ones where Canelo does get caught a bit, but again, that body punching, it's...
Well, go back to Billy Joe Saunders. Billy Joe Saunders has faster feet than Canelo. Jermell Charlo has faster feet than Canelo, but Canelo has underrated speed in his upper body and his hands. And so it's deceptive in that way. So when he gets into fights with these guys, he catches them.
Yeah, which, and again, that counterpunching ability you talked about. So yeah, his only chance to win beating Crawford is just to move and hope that he doesn't get caught clean to the body, but he's going to, especially if he actually puts on size. So and just also, I've been saying this since I thought originally earlier this year that Crawford was going to take a fight beforehand, but now that he's hanging his entire legacy on this fight, he cannot have. Well, okay, if he goes in there and does what Jermell Charlo did, which is just go in and survive for 12 rounds, yeah. And the reason why that will be fair, because people say, oh, losses don't, he dared to be great, etc. If you hang your entire legacy on one fight, and it's a fight which, again, you don't deserve because he is stepping up a number of divisions, then you better be prepared to go out on your shield. It sucks. It's a brutal game, but if he goes in there and fights like Jermell, he'll be selling out worse than Jermell Charlo did.
I agree. And here's my thing. I would respect Bud. At the end of the day, if he takes his knockout like a man, if he's not able to sustain, but then if he goes to survive like Jermell, I have no more respect for him at that point. And that's really what it is. Let me get these comments, and then I'm going to get to Mike Rodriguez and Ashley Knuckles, because I know Ashley had another one. My brother Borat Mustache said, Canelo is the son of boxing. Everything revolves around him. That's how we always get back to Canelo, because everybody talks about Canelo. Everybody's in love with Canelo. And it's funny, people call me a fanboy, but yet at the end of the day, they're the ones constantly bringing up Canelo. They're like, I'm talking about Tank, but then they bring up Canelo. I'm talking about David, then they bring up Canelo. I talk about Spence, then they bring up Canelo. Like, it's always a Canelo comparison with everybody. And so they're truly the fanboys. Antonio Garcia says, Ashy Knuckles and Fight Sports Talk Knuckles love David Benavidez, nut guzzler frappes with shit. Extra whipped cream. I didn't know if you guys wanted to respond to that or what.
The guy's full of shit. Just because we disagree on Canelo and Benavidez, this guy wants to put me into a fanboy category. It's just he's wasted my time answering him.
Okay. Antonio Garcia, shout out to you. He says, did Triple G, Kovalev, or Bivol stun Canelo? Triple G did stun him. In my opinion, I think Triple G did stun him in the second fight. I believe it was.
Triple G stunned him in the. Wasn't the second fight? It was the first. I remember.
The second fight, to me, I didn't see him get stunned in the first. I saw him got stunned in the second fight. I'll give Triple G that, but Terrence Crawford is nowhere near the level of Triple G with power.
Oh, no,
and Triple G was a very skilled fighter as well. And Borat's Mustache say they think Canelo fights like Deontay Wilder. That's exactly what they think. They think that this man is just a power puncher with no skills, and he gets lucky. Literally, I've heard people say he was going to get outboxed for years, and it's always the same narrative. It's always the same thing, and it's just nonsense. And that's what I mean. This is why Canelo should get credit for every fight, because they say he's garbage, and so as he keeps winning, that should just increase his legacy.
And Nuke.
Yeah.
And Nuke, we don't have to, like I said before, man, we don't have to dance around the whole situation. Like fundamentally, Canelo is in a lose-lose situation, because he's either gonna knock him out, beat him to a pulp, and they're gonna be, and if that happens, their narrative is gonna be like, oh well, he's such a bigger guy, of course he was gonna knock him out, he's gonna beat him up. And if Crawford is lucky enough to dance around for 12 rounds and land a shot or two and make it like a boring, unattractive action fight, and Canelo gets the decision, then the other narrative is gonna be like, oh well, he didn't do that much, he just barely beat him. He didn't beat him like we all thought he was. So Canelo is in a lose-lose situation. His only upside to it is getting paid $150 million. He's in a lose-lose situation besides it financially, and Crawfish is in a fucking win-win, because if he stuns the world, They're gonna be like, damn, okay, he is the greatest, blah 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 blah, and he's getting paid on the other side. So he's win-win, and fucking Canelo's lose-lose.
So why take the fight then?
Because I just said it. It's $150 million.
Okay,
you wouldn't take a fight for $150 million?
Well, then
you're fucking retarded.
If you don't want to hear the excuses, don't take the fight.
Get the fuck out of here. I'll fight anybody for $150 million.
All right, then. So don't
anybody will fight anybody for $150 million.
In fairness, guys, hold on, 1 second, panel, 1 second. In fairness, I'll slap the dookie dog shit out of Hit Kid right now for $100 million.
Let me say this to you. You're telling me, like, I don't have any brothers and sisters, but you're telling me you wouldn't fight your own brother for 150.
Fuck yes, I would.
Million.
Yeah, but
I mean, fuck yeah. It'll be a hug fest. It'll be a hug fest with my brother. Be like, yo, we're leaving with $150 million.
If you're gonna fight for all that money, then don't complain about the backlash you're gonna get from it.
I'm not saying he's gonna complain. I'm just saying that's going to be the narrative. His only upside is the $150 million.
And hold on, Edgar. I agree. Edgar, this is the thing. There shouldn't be any backlash because everybody's picking Terrence Crawford as the favorite. So if you're saying that he's the favorite, why would anybody give him backlash when everybody said that's the fight that Canelo needs to fight? Tim Bradley and a lot of casuals said Canelo was ducking. So if Canelo was ducking, running from the fight, and they all picked Crawford to win, he should get credit, which means there should be no backlash. That's what I mean. Boxing is full of fucking hypocrites. He should get credit for beating Terrence Crawford. He should get all the credit. They should say, Canelo, you beat another pound-for-pound fighter, and you move up to number 1 on the pound-for-pound list, or number 2. The reason why is after Bivol beat Canelo moving up, he went up on the pound-for-pound list. So keep the same fucking energy. You can't switch up and bitch up. That's all I'm saying. And hold on 1 second. And one baller says Ashley Knuckles believe driving cyber trucks can save the world. That's fucked up.
Hold on,
Fernando, salute to you, my brother. Thanks for the donation. Thanks for respecting the channel, my brother. And let me get to Mike Rodriguez because I haven't got to him yet. Mike,
yo,
what's good, my brother? Welcome to the channel.
Yo, Nuke, what's good, bro? What's up? Can you hear me?
Man, not much, man. We back on it, bro.
Nah, man, I had a question for Ashley Knuckles, bro. Ashley.
Yeah, Ashley, he got a question for you, my brother.
So I wanted to get because, like, look, bro, like, I've heard you talk about this Canelo Crawford fight, and I don't want to put no words in your mouth, but I don't know, man. I'm kind of, and since everybody else listening on this panel, I'm kind of getting the vibes that you're kind of maybe backing Crawford to win. So who do you think is going to win this fight?
To be honest with you, I don't care who wins the fight.
No, I'm asking you, who do you think is going to win? I'm not about who cares. I'm asking you, who do you think is going to win?
I don't know. That's the thing. I don't
know. So it's a 50-50 fight to you then, right?
Could be. I don't know. That's the thing.
Well, okay. So if Canelo knocks Crawford out,
I'm not a fan of the fight. So
okay, but look,
it doesn't matter to me.
So to you, it's basically a 50-50 fight. So if Canelo knocks Crawford out, you got to give him credit, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna give him credit. Well, I wasn't going to take no credit away from him if he beat him.
Okay, so you're not gonna say, "Oh, he beat a little welterweight." Fucking Canelo's a cherry pick. You're not gonna say that. You're gonna give him his credit.
Why would I say that when the welterweight decided to get in the ring? You decided to get in the ring.
Okay.
I can't blame Canelo.
Now, hold on.
I respect that.
Hold on 1 second, everybody. 1 second. I just want to bring Mike Rodriguez and Ashley Knuckles' attention to something the other day. The other day on another live, Ashley Knuckles said this, and I quote, Canelo Alvarez better not lose to Terrence Crawford.
Yeah,
so
that's all I say. He better not lose.
Why not? Why can't he lose? If it's a close fight and you don't care, why does it? You don't care. It's a close fight, and you have no interest in it. You can't even pick a winner.
Listen, man, I'm not going to come.
Why will he better not lose? What does that mean?
If he lose, I'm not going to come in the show and try to dig him because he lost. That's not my job. I'm only going to do that if he loses to Benavidez. When it comes to Crawford, if he loses to Crawford, it's going to look bad because a man came from 147 up to 168 and beat him. That's how it's going to look bad. Other than that, I'm not going to come on here clowning
if it looks bad because the guy came from 40. Hold on. If it looks bad because the guy came from 47 and 68. So, and when Mike Rodriguez was just asking you what's your prediction, why didn't you just say, well, Canelo? Because the guy coming up so much weight, I have to pick the obvious Canelo. But you say you can't even pick.
Yeah, because it's not guaranteed that Canelo is not. It's not guaranteed because, like I said, everybody. I'm a fan of boxing. I go by what your boxing style is. I'm not going to just go off because you're the bigger man that you can't. You. There's no way that the littler man can win because I done seen it happen. That happen in street fights. It can happen anywhere.
Okay, and
It's
so by
all
that
about
own,
who
by
lands the right punch.
okay, so by your
guys.
own definition, hold on, by your own definition, when you say you go by boxing styles and not just by the size of a guy, just because you're bigger, isn't that the exact same thing with Dimitri Bivol and David Benavidez? You would pick Benavidez to win, but boxing style-wise, Bivol has a better style. He's faster. He's more defensively efficient. He switches up his game offensively better. He has better footwork, better head movement, has a better jab.
Body
He's literally
bag.
better than David Benavidez in all these categories. David's
Listen.
one big selling point is that he's bigger than Bivol.
Hold on.
So by that exact, hold on one second, actually. So by that exact same logic, wouldn't you say it would be stupid to pick, David Benavidez just because he's a bigger guy? You have to pick Bivol, right?
No, I'm gonna tell you why. Because for you, see, people like you, fans like you believe the only advantage he got is him just being bigger. I don't believe that. I don't care if him and David Benavidez was the same size. I just feel David Benavidez's fighting style is what's going to break him down.
Okay, what about Benavidez's fighting style is better than Bivol?
Like I said, his style of him walking him straight down. He's not, like I said, we done broke this shit down to you plenty of times, but I'll break it down to you again. The bottom line is this, man. His style of walking him down is totally different than your boy Benavidez. He's gonna let them hands go on Bivol. He's not gonna play with Bivol. He's gonna break him down from the body. Everybody knows he's not a predictable puncher. His punching pattern is insane. If you're a fan of boxing, you watch David Benavidez. He's going to break him down, and when it comes to them later rounds, he's going to be gassed. What he's going to be doing is what he was doing against Benavidez. He's going to be throwing that high guard up, trying to stay away from David Benavidez, and he's going to be food for him in them later rounds if he don't get David Benavidez out. I'm just letting you know that. You ask my opinion. That's
I got to counter this because I'm quite adamantly against that opinion. Am I disagreeing that Benavidez will not bring a different style to Benavidez? Absolutely. Benavidez throws more punches than Benavidez. I will not disagree on that. Power level wise, at 175, I think Benavidez is a stronger puncher than David Benavidez.
Way stronger.
Way stronger. Look at the KO.
True.
Look at the KO percentage. Look and Benavidez. So far, we've not seen his power, translate to 175. The reason why I'm countering that is because I'm admitting Benavidez is going to throw a lot more output. He's going to look to the body, but he's also going to look to the head with his combos. That's what Benavidez is. He's a pressure fighter, throws a lot of punches, and tries to keep guys on his back foot. Benavidez, more of a break you down fighter with his body shots, throws heavier body shots than David. So that argument, in my opinion, of David, going for Bivol's body, yes, it could multitude with the amount of punches David throws, but it's going to take longer. And also, David is going to expand a lot of energy chasing Bivol. And he's not going to land clean on every punch. That's something we need to make very clear. That is due to Bivol's elite defensive fightings, Bivol's elite defense. And that's statistically proven. Okay,
what was elite? Can you tell me what was the elite defense he was doing in this last fight against Benavidez? Because what I seen was the high guard. I didn't see no head movement and him dancing around the ring like he was Sugar Ray Leonard. I didn't see that.
Can I answer you? Can I answer you then?
Yes,
I'm going to answer you right now. Not only the high guard is so important. High guard's first and foremost, though. You need the high guard in a great fight. That's going to be a problem for Benavidez because pretty much how are we going to see Benavidez? Curl his punches around, and it's going to make David more of a wider target for Bivol to shoot a counter right up the middle. You say styles make fights. I'm giving you a style clash right there.
Okay, and Benavidez also didn't work his body. Benavidez wasn't working his body. You could count. You could count on two hands. You could count on two hands if you go back and watch the fight. How many body blows he threw? Go ahead.
Can I keep going? Actually, another thing what Benavidez tried to do in this first fight is he tried to start faster on Bivol in the second fight compared to the first. If you remember, Benavidez brought Bivol to the body, but it was via a slow start. Bivol racked up a ton of those opening rounds in the first fight against Benavidez. Benavidez tried to put it on Bivol's gas tank immediately in this second fight. Bivol was stood the storm in the opening by 5 rounds, and Nuke will remember this. We were all thinking Bivol might be done, if you all remember that. If you all remember, by round 5 of that fight, Benavidez Bivol 2, we were thinking Benavidez might run away with this.
Well, my only thing.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I thought
Bivol's
going to get stopped.
Quickly, Nuke, because I want to keep going. Go on.
Okay.
No. Quickly, make your point, but I want to keep going. I want to hear your tidbit before I keep going.
The only thing I was going to say is the mistake that Ashley Knuckles made was saying comparing David Benavidez to Artur Beterbiev, like basically saying Artur Beterbiev is an elite pressure fighter. He has elite power. He's levels above David Benavidez in those categories, even at 40 years old. So the fact that he would even say, "Oh, well, he didn't do this against Beterbiev," that's a different. Hold on, let me finish. That's a different, better fighter.
I'm going after you both, so I don't want to hear it.
That's a different, better fighter than David Benavidez. Proven more power than David Benavidez, proven more skills than David Benavidez, and also Dimitri Bivol uses footwork as his skill set, as his defense, mostly to measure the distance and range, not just head movement like a lot of guys.
There's another point.
Can I ask you a question, Luke?
Actually, I was going. No disrespect, you can say it again. There's another point, though, which I think Ashley missed. Something else about Bivol, which was very effective against Beterbiev, and you saw it. And Ashley says it was mainly the high guard. It wasn't just the high guard. Something Bivol did very well is when Beterbiev was looking for power shots, trying to trap him in the corner, Bivol slipped out. He slipped out. No, Benavidez is going to look to do that same thing as a pressure fighter. He's going to look to back Bivol up. I don't think he has the power to back Bivol up. I'm just going to be honest. Compared to, Beterbiev. He might do it without put, but he doesn't have the power. But Bivol will find the opening to either, as I may mention, via the high guard, slip it up the middle, or he'll find an opening to slip out, turn David, and we've seen David's defense. He eats a lot of shots to throw a lot of shots. When Bivol turns David, slips out, and turns David, that's when Bivol's going to, round 1, 2, 3, 4, and then just back off, reset.
Okay,
that for me is a key reason why I think Bivol's going to listen. I'm not saying I don't like David Benavidez. I think he's a very good fighter. I just think in this fight against Bivol, he's outmatched.
Okay, now can I ask you a question? What is Bivol's record, man? What's Bivol's record?
1 loss.
Man, that shit don't matter bro.
Man, look here. I'm talking. See, there you go dancing.
He's always bringing up records.
Man, take it down to.
No, hold on.
Nobody interrupt you.
Record.
I don't.
Go ahead, bro.
Talking when you be talking.
Bivol's record right now. Hold on. Actually, I'm asking you a question. Bivol's record is 24 wins, 1 loss. The one loss being to the guy who he just revenged.
Okay, so tell me, because like y'all say, because you say he have the experience. Nuke say he has the experience over David Benavidez as far as who was the great fighters in those 24 fights. Besides Zordo and Beterbiev, that you could say make him super great.
Actually,
hold on, man. Look, I'm asking. Hold on, I'm asking. Can y'all please let grown men answer the question for themselves? Then chime in.
Actually, I'm agreeing with you. I think Benavidez beats Bivol, but this is not the angle I would be coming.
That's you. I'm speaking for me.
And hold on, I just want to say this.
You speak your angle and your argument.
Steel Mills, we got to set up this collab before the fight gets announced. So I just messaged you in the private chat, but go ahead. Before we finish, we got to set up this collab, you and I.
All right, so listen, downstairs, so I'll be 2 minutes, but quickly to the people who Bivol has beaten. Bivol has beaten Joe Smith Jr., a former world champion at light heavyweight.
Yep.
Bivol has beaten Sergio Ramirez, who right now is the current unified champion at cruiserweight. Bivol has beaten Canelo Alvarez, an undisputed champion at super middleweight. And this is before he fought Beterbiev for those 2 fights. I think I can rest it there. I'm going downstairs. I'll be right back.
John Pascal as well.
Yeah.
Oh, we already know you don't want to talk. You already danced around me in your comment section. I already know you don't want to talk to me.
I know. Ain't no way he talking to the guy like that.
I'm talking to you.
He not
talking to you. I already.
He ain't talking to the guy like that.
Already
you can't
in the cemetery and covered
you can't do something. You can't do something. You can't tell me you are incapable of doing whatever it is you're saying that you did to me.
To answer this question, why out of the 4 people, the other 3 people besides me that left a comment in there, why the fuck you dance around me and gave everybody?
What people you talking? What video you talking about? What video you talking about?
The one when you was in there talking shit about David Benavidez. That one.
You gonna have to be more specific about that because I be talking greasy about David Benavidez all the time.
Last one you just made. Listen, man. Go to your comments and read your comments. You left me. You didn't say nothing. You didn't say nothing. You
I don't remember you said. Listen, love one. I don't
because I hit you with facts that you couldn't say nothing. That's why. Because any other time you answer my comment. Any other time you be quick to answer a comment when I come in here. But that one had you so stuck you couldn't say nothing.
Damn.
That's why. So let's just be real. Let's just be real. Don't lie to yourself.
Oh, man.
You ain't gotta lie to me or lie to yourself. We all grown on here. Let's just keep it 100.
Still, just tell him you have to go pick up your son.
You read my comment. That's why you gave everybody else heart. Because my comment
I don't know what comment you talking about. I don't know what comment or video you don't remember. All right, well, let's do this. Okay, well, tell me
your last video you just did. Come on, man. Stop playing like you did 100 videos.
Hold on.
Video.
Hold on, Hit. I need to hear this comment, but before we do, I just want to say this. I just want to say this to Mike Rodriguez. Mike, are you there?
Yo. Yeah.
Mike.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Mike. So the only thing I want to say to you, Mike, is yeah, I can hear you. The only thing to say to you is if a guy has one loss, when a guy be like, oh, who did he lose to, or what's his record, and all of this type of stuff, you're right. It doesn't matter because it doesn't make Benavidez or Bivol any less elite to have that one loss to another elite fighter. That doesn't take anything away from their abilities.
That wasn't
if
the
David
angle I
was
was
fighting
coming
at their
at.
level, how do you know he wouldn't have multiple losses? You don't know because he's never seen that level.
That's not the angle I was going to use.
It's not about the angle you were using. I'm just clearing that up. I'm just simply saying it's not about no angles you're taking. All I'm saying is it don't take shit away from an elite fighter to take an L from another elite fighter. They're still elite. They're still fighting at the highest level, and you win some, you lose some at that level. That's how that shit works.
That's why. That's the point.
Ashy.
Go ahead.
I say this? I'm going to respond after fight.
All right, because I got to say this again. Steel Mills. I'm just going to comment on your recent video too, because we got to set this collab up before when while there's still a chance this fight could get made. Because here's the thing, I'm along with Ashley. I'm picking Benavidez to beat Bivol, but I agree the fight's super competitive. It's like. It's going to be really, really close and competitive. The thing is, it's still when you make faces like that, I got to say, you think this fight is one-sided. You are crazy. You are crazy, and I can't keep a straight face and say, well, Bivol is going to whitewash Benavidez. Like, come on.
I need to jump in then because I've been quite adamant. I think this. Let me be clear. Do I think David has a chance? Yeah. But I don't have it a big chance. I have it like a 70-30 chance.
Really?
Yes.
I got a minute.
Let me argue
really quickly, my brother. Really quickly.
Okay, because Fight just said I'm crazy. I agree. Benavidez's pressure might cause Bivol problems and win Benavidez. I think if Benavidez wins this fight, he's winning it by decision due to his work rate, and that's if he outworks Bivol all fight. But do I not think he's going to get counterpunched to hell? Absolutely. Do I also think that there won't be a moment in the fight where Bivol might back Benavidez up and stun him? Which, by the way, in that second fight, it was round 9. Bivol hurt Benavidez with a counter right hand fire slipping off him. And Benavidez has been known to have an iron chin, and he stunned Benavidez. Like how you brought up the James Toney stunning people, for the Canelo Bud fight. Yep. Is there a moment in that fight where I think Bivol, via his counterpunching, isn't going to stun David and hurt him? No, I think Bivol's going to hurt David with stunning. I'm not saying he's going to knock him out and it's going to be a blowout. Let me be clear, I'm not. But my mind right now is I think this fight is going to be a clear, unanimous decision for Bivol.
Okay. All right. Hold on, fight. I want to let Steel and Clavo go, but before they do, kid, he's catching me up on something here, man, because he basically he had a very good. I'm gonna let Steel and Clavo go. I'm gonna let Steel get his off. Then I'll be next, and then we'll get to Fight Sports. Go ahead, Steel. I don't want to interrupt. Go ahead.
No, I just wanted to know what video Ashley was talking about, man. I don't want to disrupt the conversation or nothing like that or whatever, man. So if we can't have a little back and forth or whatever, I can save that till later. Because I don't want to step on nobody's toes.
the very last, I think you brought it out, what, yesterday or the day before yesterday?
Benavidez Bivol drama video.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I ain't see that. I ain't see you comment on that one, man. Okay, so what you say, Ashy? What
Man,
you say?
Listen, you got to go back and read the comment. Like I said, it was me and two other people comment. I can't remember.
Just give me okay. Don't give me word for word. Just give me a brief synopsis of what it is you were saying, so I can smoke you right now.
The brief synopsis was about the reason why that they're pushing to make sure he get that fight with Bivol is because being that Turkey didn't finish the 4-fight deal. I mean, he got 2 more fights to announce for Canelo, and if Turkey want Canelo to rematch Bivol being undisputed, he's going to make that fight before the Benavidez fight, even if Benavidez is fucking is mandatory to fight him next, because he's the one who's putting up the money for the fight.
The thing is, man, like between the first and second Bivol fight, it was only 4 months. It was only 4 months for that.
No,
so you take that you take that into consideration for the trilogy. So they just had the trilogy in February. We got March, April, May, June.
They said about September.
About September?
Yeah, about September.
Okay, so
for the rubber match.
Okay, so let's say we go until September. We still got October, November, December, January right there, man. Like Canelo isn't even fighting again until at the earliest March of next year, after he fight Crawford and after he fights Skull. So he's not even gonna be in.
Okay, so and after that, and like I said, now if they fight in September, if Benavidez and Canelo, Benavidez and Bivol fight in September, right? That means they got about another 6 months before their next fight, right? Am I right?
You're right.
So that would leave, like you said, about March, April, within that time. Okay, Cinco de Mayo. If Canelo, being at Turkey, and Canelo is in cahoots right now with this 4-fight deal, they're gonna think that fight will be much more huger than Benavidez against fucking Bivol. He's gonna give that fight. He'll pay for that fight.
Technically, it would be a much bigger fight. It definitely would be a much bigger fight, and I honestly wouldn't be mad at Bivol if he took that fight. But the thing is, that's not why he's doing it. But even then, I don't think that I don't necessarily think that that's on his itinerary. You dig what I don't think, because Turkey has been on record. Turkey has been on record saying, like, when you remember just last year when Benavidez was begging Turkey to put up the money to finance a fight with him and Canelo. Yes. What did Turkey say to him? No, you get the winner of Bivol and Benavidez. He's been on record saying, I want you in the ring with Bivol and Benavidez, the winner of them two. So that's already been on his. That's already been on his mind.
I understand that, being that Benavidez team in fucking Turkey is going through these bad motherfucking times right now with whatever fucking shit they got going on with them in the WBC. You can't take no chances. So I will put a monkey wrench in Bivol, because that's the main hype of having Bivol undisputed when he fight Canelo. So yeah, there's a chance I might not get this fight, because it's not guaranteed for him to get the fight. Even if
it is guaranteed.
No, it's not guaranteed.
It is. Yeah, it is. All you got,
listen, man,
all you have to do is take.
It's not guaranteed, because even if this, say for instance, Bivol win again, right? The WBC gonna mandate him to fight David Benavidez. If Turkey tell him, no, I want you to fight Bivol, fucking Canelo, he'll just say, fuck it, I'll drop the belt if Canelo don't want it to make it that, that big, that I'm undisputed when he fight me, but I'll still fight him. I'll drop the belt to fight him.
Family, this is what about it
now. Y'all said it's about legacy. So he gonna feel the fight is bigger with Canelo than with Benavidez.
It is bigger with Canelo, and it's a legacy fight on top of that. But the thing is this, man, this is what about isms. You don't fly somebody 15 hours across the world to have them watch a fight and you not intend on putting them in the ring together.
Like I said, I think it was some kind of bad business that made that man leave. I don't know what was said. I don't know what kind of negotiations was made. I don't think he just came up there and just said, you know what? He just sit there and listen and just say, you know what?
We're gonna move to the next. Hold on. We're gonna move to the next topic. Hold on, Ashley. We're gonna circle back to you, man. You're a little long-winded today, my brother. We're gonna circle back to you. Let's get back to the point that Ashley and Hit Kid were debating, and I'm gonna get to Clavo right now. The only thing I want to say is he was talking about David Benavidez beating Dimitri Bivol in hit kits that he gives him a chance. There's a chance I could fuck Beyonce. But that's just simply because I'm alive. But that doesn't mean I'm a fuck Beyonce. It's just a chance. You know, there's a chance, but nothing more than that. The same chance I got to fuck Beyonce is the same chance David got to beat Bivol. Yeah, there's a chance, but just there's a chance don't mean that shit gonna happen. I mean, let's just be honest. Now,
I mean, Nuke. She might trip and fall onto your, member.
Yeah.
In the same way that Bivol, I don't know, just might have a lapse of consciousness and fall into a punch and get knocked out. Maybe.
Yeah. Like freak accidents happen, and so that's what I'm saying. So like that's the same kind of chance, Benavidez has to beat.
That's why I'm hoping he comes to his senses before April 8th. By no means do I think
David is ducking at that point. So I respect David, Ashley. I respect David.
That's why I hope David comes to his senses before
Can I comment after Clavo? Can I comment after Clavo?
Yeah, we're going to Clavo right now. I just want to read this comment. My brother Remy said, salute to Canelo. It's his 20th year in boxing. Antonio Garcia says, didn't Ashy Knuckles on a previous live say, when was the last time Canelo took a fight that people thought he could lose? In reference to the Canelo-Terrence Crawford fight, people think he can lose, so they're doing exactly what Ashy Knuckles wants, and yet Ashy can't even make a prediction on it. Very funny. And No Diddy said, Steel Mills is talking through a Wendy's drive-through speaker. Oh, man, that's fucked up. Oh, that's fucked up, bro.
That's funny as shit.
That's fucked up.
Still always in the drive-through every live.
That was cute. Get your ass on the. That was cute. Get your ass on the panel now, bro.
Shit, now you can
get your ass on the panel now.
Street, then fight sport. Clavo, what's good with you, my brother? Clavo, you there, my brother?
Yeah. I mean, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Talk to me, my brother.
All right. Well, I mean, look, to be honest with you, there's really no point in talking about Benavidez Bivol because we already know that's not going to be happening. It looks like the trilogy is about to take place. So, but I will touch on the fucking y'all believing that Benavidez will beat Bivol. So y'all for real are trying to convince us, so really trying to convince me as well, that Benavidez is gonna beat Bivol. Bivol, the guy who actually beat Zurdo, who basically Benavidez did not fight when he was at 168. Bivol, who beat Beterbiev, who fucking David did not fight in 2020 when he was made #1 position for WBC. Bivol, the one who beat Canelo, that motherfucking David didn't ever activate his mandatory. Bivol, man, God. Also Colin Smith, that one that Canelo beat and Beterbiev beat, and actually Benavidez' team just fucking went ahead and denied the fucking offer for many fucking millions. Are y'all really serious, bro? Like y'all motherfuckers y'all act like y'all ain't got no motherfucking brains as a fucking previous events that took place. Connect the motherfucking dots, bro. This shit right here ain't making no motherfucking sense. And here's another fucking thing. And here's another fucking thing I'm gonna say about we don't know what happened with the deal, why David fucking took off. Bro, who tell me which fighter that went out there with Turkey, that made a deal with Turkey, complained about his fucking deal, about his fucking money with Turkey. Please, I'll wait.
Because some of them don't give a fuck. And some people.
No, answer the fucking question, bro. Which fighter has complained about Turkey money?
I'm gonna answer your questions. The ones that like to bend over and take whatever the fuck Turkey gonna give them, then yeah, those the ones.
When the fuck did they complain about it, dumbass?
They not gonna
Who complained about it, dumbass? You're deflecting. No, either answer the question like a man or get the fuck out.
Turkey told him to get naked and stick fucking feathers.
Why are you talking?
You hear this fucking idiot, bro? This is when you know your deuce has been cooked. You can't even answer the question. Tell me which fighter. Tell me which fucking fighter has complained about the fucking Turkey money.
No fighter. Because
don't give me none about this bend on over, bro. You're just making a reflection of yourself.
No, the one that's bending over is this, man. Didn't your own boy say he'll never kiss the ring? And what the fuck he doing? He in business with him, ain't it?
So basically, so Turkey's money is green enough for Canelo, but not for Benavidez.
Yes. Money talk, bullshit walk. because your own boy said, I don't kiss the ring. I do what Canelo wants.
What,
And what the fuck
hold
Canelo
on,
doing?
Wait a minute. When the fuck did he say that?
What is he doing right now?
When the fuck did he say that?
Hold on 1 second, Clavo.
Come on,
1
man. Let's
second.
stop playing.
Ashley, please. 1 second.
Let's stop
1
playing,
second.
man.
Nah, this fool making shit up now.
Hold on,
Let's
fellas.
not
Hold
get
on 1
amnesia
second.
now.
Fellas, 1 second.
Nah.
I promise, guys, I'm not trying to body bag anybody. The only thing I want to say is the only thing I want to say is if you know David Benavidez doesn't want to kiss the ring, then why'd he go on social media begging Turkey to make him and a Canelo fight? That's all.
Body bag. Fucking body bag.
I wasn't trying to, Clavo.
Fucking body bag. Get your ass in there.
Hey, Nuke,
hold on,
Nuke, real quick. He's trying to say that. Listen, I'm just gonna say this real quick, just like Nuke said it. He's saying he's trying to allude that Canelo says he told him I'll do what I do, and then he's not never gonna kiss the ring. Okay, that's what you're saying. That's what you're saying. And what did Canelo do? What did Canelo do when we had those rumors of the Jake Paul fight? He used that as a fucking negotiation tactic so he can fucking get the most money out of Turkey. So who's playing who, dumbass?
Exactly. How can you be bending over when you're getting the better end of the deal? When you're getting
exactly.
Listen, man. The man is not broke. Listen, man. Why do you think he's giving? Why do you think he's giving him this kind of money for these bullshit?
Over 2, Ashley.
Because he's a big draw.
Go ahead, Park. Strike him out.
I'm gonna use your own analogy.
No, I want to hear Park Street. Let me hear him.
Strike him out, Park. He's over 2 already.
I'm gonna give you your own analogy against him.
Ashley be capping for real because he's the same dude that said Canelo wouldn't fight him and said that he was overpricing himself for that fight. But now that he's getting $100 million for Canelo, that fight looking more realistic.
First of all, before you pull out the so-called body bag, I said that Canelo would never fight David Benavidez. Did he fight him? Or is he still making fucking excuses like he was making in that interview?
Canelo Benavidez.
I think he outpriced himself with $200 million. Why the fuck?
Repeat what I just said because I don't think
for a bum like Benavidez, why the fuck you need all that money? First he said the man feel like he's Superman. He's disrespectful to everybody. Landy Laura was disrespectful to him. Triple G was disrespectful to him. Plant was disrespectful to him. But he got
Triple G never said nothing. It was a trainer, dumbass.
When it comes to El Bandero Roja, he don't want to get in the fucking ring because he know that's a bad matchup.
Oh my God,
bro! He don't want to lose his little Mexican family. Hey. Y'all don't want to admit it.
Let me get in here. Let me get in.
And when he finally,
let me get in, bro.
He's not
good, man. Mirage, you're so irrelevant. I didn't even notice you were in here.
We're still gonna be talking about this fight 5 years from now. When your man is about 40 years old and David Benavidez is like 33, 34 years old.
Come on.
He's not going to fight.
I thought David Benavidez was 28, dumbass.
I said when Canelo get 40, that's about the age
We're
Benavidez
not
will
even
be.
talking about Benavidez and Canelo as the fucking fight.
I'm just letting
that's where he always has to go, hit kid. That's where he always has to go to make a point.
I was answering the young bucks conversation. I was answering the little snot nose.
So what we're gonna see now? I think.
1 second, Mirage. I was gonna let Fight Sports answer this question. Mexican 69 Killer says, "Why did Fight Sports rage quit ring IQ?"
I've already.
Anybody can confirm this, hit kid?
Yeah, I went ahead and I seen it, man. Look, Fight Sport, man. You need to quit letting that get to you, bro. We know it's a joke, bro. You can't get mad and rage quit, bro. Like I seen it. I was there and I took off, but I was still listening to the live. I seen you come in there.
Yeah, Clavo, respect, bro. Look, it was all down to this 0-7 stuff. I never get. People can listen to my own predictions on this show. I never got all the fights wrong. I actually got Adames versus Shiraz wrong, correct, because Adames was robbed. I just wanted to say because I got to go in like a few minutes. There's a waste of time talking about Canelo Benavidez because maybe the fight will happen next year.
It ain't happening.
Okay, probably. Hit Clavo, Steel Mills, Edgar, and everyone else who thinks this fight is one-sided. Bivol Benavidez. If you hit kid, I only said that's crazy because you're only giving him a 30% chance. For me, that's pretty damn low. Look, Steel Mills again. We got to set up this collab. I commented on your recent video. Hold on, actually. I commented on your.
I mean, bro. Who has the better fucking fights? Who has the better wins, bro? Bivol or Benavidez?
Hold on. Before we get to this, I got one for Clavo real quick because we got this guy that's been talking about Clavo. Now, Santiago Cervantes, he said, y'all yelling like females. Come on, fellas. Now, I know that he's talking about Clavo.
He always does.
The only reason why I know he's talking about Clavo is because earlier today I seen a comment that he left and he said, yo, respect to Clavo, but screaming and talking mad loud doesn't make him look good. The dude talked to him like he a normal person and made a statement, and Clavo just screams. He's mad soft. Now, that's what I heard you say, Santiago, and I screenshotted that shit just to make sure that if you clicked on the link today, we could get all that cleared up. So I mean, bro.
Wait. So you're telling me? So wait. So let me just say something to that. So you're telling me when Ness chews the shit out of Mirage, or whenever fucking Ring IQ yells whenever he's debating. So everybody does it, dog. Most of these people that debate, they fucking do it. So I mean, is everybody soft because of that? No, it's for me. I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. Me, I enjoy when I'm body bagging somebody. I don't know. I love doing it. That's why it happens.
He's calling you a female.
It is what it is.
This is
bro, Mirage, I know you ain't talking with your contradicting ass.
I can't disagree.
There ain't no such thing as activating the mandatory.
Shout out to Santiago.
Hey, there's no such thing as activating the mandatory.
Shout out to Santiago. He didn't tell no lies.
1 second, everybody. I got a question for all.
That's a body bag. We're giving a body bag to Santiago.
You saying body bags, bitch? Shut up.
Hold on. One question for the entire panel. I want Steele to answer it next. In Fight Sports, Hit Kid, everybody, Edgar. Antonio Garcia said, what does Canelo get after beating David Benavidez? So what does he get for beating David? What is his ultimate prize?
He gets his dignity
he get a world
back.
title?
Yeah, he gets his dignity.
He's overpriced in a fight. So what exactly is Canelo's reward for beating David Benavidez?
He gets respect and dignity from the boxing world.
We're going to get to everybody one by one. I want to start with Steele Mills. Steele, what does Canelo get for beating David Benavidez?
Let Ashley go, man. Ladies go first.
He get his nuts back. That's what the fuck he get.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
And I guess
whoever wants next, you got next.
Yo, let me. First off, Fight Sports, man. Just we'll find a way to link immediately, man. Yo, so I don't, I know you keep asking me that question, and you just holler at me, just hit my inbox or something like that, man. And let's link like immediately. I'm free this weekend, so we can get shit shaking this week. But what does Canelo get out of beating David Benavidez? The same thing he got for beating Edgar Berlanga. Nothing.
Same thing he got for beating Jaime Munguia. Nothing.
Do you actually believe that? Do you actually believe that, bro? Are you trolling? You actually believe that?
I mean, who has more wins, Munguia or Benavidez?
You understand it's the most demanded fight in the whole sport.
Just tell me wins. Didn't y'all just say wins and losses don't mean nothing? Wasn't that just the pre? Didn't somebody just preach that?
One second, my brother. 1 second. Edgar, what does Canelo get for beating David Benavidez?
I'm a second Steel Mills. Nothing except for a $200 million paycheck. That's it.
Boom. Part 3. What does Canelo get? Part 3. What does Canelo get for beating David?
Well, I have two different scenarios. So, of course, it's money in both scenarios. But if we're going to go the legacy route, if he beats Bivol and gets undisputed and or one of the belts for 175 for Canelo to fight for undisputed, I think that could be a legacy fight. And if Canelo, if he didn't duck Canelo, because I think Benavidez ducked Canelo. Because if I'm at school talking about how I'm going to beat the biggest motherfucker, and then the school bell ring and I'm nowhere to be found, like David was when he didn't activate, then that's
Damn.
How long?
I got to hit after this one.
But with all that being said,
how long that man waited in school after the bell rung?
Ashley, you already win, bro.
He stayed after school for about a year.
You already win, bro.
Hold on, Ashley, we're going to circle back to you. Ashley, we're going to circle back to you.
But also, David could have enforced his man. He could have kept the same energy that Ashley had about him enforcing the mandatory at 175 and fighting Callum Smith. He could have had that same energy at 168, but he didn't. So in those two scenarios, it could have been legacy for Benavidez, and it would have been better for his career if he did it. That's even more reason why he ducked. So I don't
exactly what I said. Yep.
Okay, so can I rebuttal that? Can I ask you a question to that? Can I ask you a question to that?
You can rebuttal. Hold on, Ashley, just save it for 1 second. I'm gonna let you rebuttal it. I just want to go to Hit Kid real quick first. Hit Kid.
So here's the deal. Here's what Canelo gets off it. If Benavidez upsets Bivol and then it's for undisputed. It is a legacy fight for Canelo Alvarez. It's a legacy fight for David. It's a legacy fight for both men. I'll be fair. For David Benavidez, if he beats Canelo Alvarez, he becomes the face of the Mexican, I know he's not Mexican, he's from Phoenix, look it up on his date of birth, but he says he represents the Mexican people. Let's say if Benavidez beats Canelo, he becomes the face of, Latino boxing. That's fair, okay? He becomes the face of the Latino, boxing, and which is one of the faces of boxing, okay? Now, if Canelo beats Benavidez, double undisputed world champion. Like, he's already a Hall of Famer. That puts him top 5 pound. That puts Canelo top 5 pound for pound, maybe top 5, top 10 pound for pound all time. You really could say that for Canelo's legacy. Now, if this fight happens and let's say it's Benavidez challenging Canelo, okay, because I think Bivol's winning. Then for Canelo, if it's Benavidez challenging him, and let's say, or if it's just a 175 fight and Canelo's moving up, okay. And
man, land this bitch.
Yeah,
I'm landing it.
Please calm down, Mirage. Mirage, the fight to Australia, 26 hours.
I'll give you all the time in the world.
I'm gonna go make some breakfast.
Bitch, shut the fuck up. I give you
Go
all the time.
man, go cook your eggs, bitch, while you wait.
Yeah. Legit. If the fight's at 175 and there's no titles on the line, or if it's Benavidez challenging Canelo, then pretty much all Canelo gains for this legacy is another name on his record. That's it.
That's it.
Can I rebuttal now to
yeah, go ahead and rebuttal, actually.
Hey, what was those dude name who went before hit?
That was Park Street.
Park Street.
Okay. Yeah, I can't wait what you got for that, bro.
Hey, you still here, right?
Yeah,
now you said David should have signed his mandatory, right?
No, he should have activated it. He already had it.
He should have activated it, right? Right. So activating that, his means of activating that would have been because that would have forced Canelo to fight him, right? Or not, he would have had to give up his belt, right?
It would have forced him to drop the belt.
Okay, it would have forced him, right?
Yeah.
So answer this question. Why did he have to do that just to force it? Why did he have to force the man to fight him? Why he just didn't want to fight him?
Because that's how boxing has been for the last 100 years when it comes
hold
to
on.
mandatory.
And what's that? Can you explain it?
What the fuck?
Yeah. A mandatory fights past the number one contender.
No, we all know why. I said why.
You just asked me to explain.
Why did nobody else had to sign a mandatory to twist his arm to fight him, to force him to fight him? Why
everybody else did? What are you talking about?
Who everybody like who? Everybody like who? Can you name them? Was it Plant? Did Plant do it?
And Munguia.
Ryder had a fucking IBF belt, dumbass. There was no forcing in that.
What are you talking about?
Plant was a champion.
Plant was a champion, you idiot.
I'm asking the question. Why?
Ashley, you're looking stupid asking these dumbass questions, bro.
Can you listen first, man, and stop talking?
Bro, your rebuttal's not making any sense.
This is when you know you got cooked. Wait your turn. Like you tell me, wait your turn.
Actually, you went before me. I didn't even get my chance to fucking answer that first question.
I'm talking to the other dude. You interrupting. You trying to save a motherfucker? You can't save.
No, I'm not. I'm actually.
We do have to go to the other people on the panel. We do have to go to the other people.
Can I answer the question? Because I gotta go.
Anyway, this is what it was.
Nah, go ahead, Park. I'll be quiet. Go ahead, Park.
Canelo was picking those fights. You feel what I'm saying? He was just like when he didn't want to fight William Skull. He gave up the belt, and the only reason why he coming back now is to make it look juicy for Crawford. But anyway. We all know, man. When it came to those fights, Canelo picked those fights. He could have picked Benavidez. Benavidez didn't have to go through nothing if he just would have been like, I'll fight David Benavidez. Am I right or am I wrong? Can you just answer that question?
You're wrong. You're wrong.
And so you're telling me if Canelo wouldn't have been like, I want Benavidez next before he fought Munguia and he wouldn't have got the fight. That's what you're telling me?
See, this is the problem that you're not.
Can you answer the question, man? Yeah, it's a yes or no question, man. I'm not listening, man. I'm not here for the speeches. I asked you a yes or no
question. Anytime anybody asks you a yes or no question, you're doing the same fucking thing.
There you go, Bravo. Mind your business. There you go. I'm talking to this man. Let him talk for himself. It's a yes or no question, brother. Brother man.
All right, go ahead, Park. I got you.
It's a yes or no question.
I gotta go.
It's a yes or no question, brother. I said if
nah,
the man
fight for you. Better not go nowhere, bro.
Would he would have got the fight? Yes or no?
Can I answer the question? Because I gotta go. Can I answer IBFP's question? Because I gotta go.
Oh, here we go with the point. Here we go with the points now. Here we go with the points.
You keep trying to talk about.
Hey, please let Mirage jump in.
Here we go with the point.
Mirage
I gotta answer yes or no questions. Everybody else gets the
in the
point.
famous words of Mirage, land this bitch. Let me go to Mirage real quick. Let me go to Mirage real quick. Mirage.
Yeah, just quickly. Yeah, look. Considering
Tell Ashley to land this bitch too, bitch.
Yeah,
considering 99% of the boxing world believe Canelo's ducking David, if he fights him, win or lose, he'll get his dignity back, he'll get his respect back, and that's worth a lot. That's what he'll get.
Yeah, $200 million.
This is the Mexican monster.
David Benavidez?
What respect to dignity has he lost?
Can I answer IBFP's question?
Wait, let me just ask this simple question. So Canelo will get respect and get his dignity back if he fights a guy who's lost his belt twice, only fought one champion. That's really going to get him the respect back. Really? Okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
You'll never get yours back. You'll never get yours back.
Ain't nobody answered the question yet.
Hey, where was his dignity? Where was his dignity? Where was that dignity and respect? Like, I'm trying to figure out, man. Like, I mean, where was the dignity and respect that was lost when he did 650 or whatever with Edgar Berlanga just in September? What dignity and respect is you talking about, bro?
Getting in the ring versus Berlanga, he lost all dignity and respect. Just getting in the ring, that's an embarrassment to the sport.
Listen. Hey,
doesn't matter if it did 2 million. Doesn't matter if it did 2 million pay-per-view.
Wait, so
he even talking to Jake Paul.
Wait a fucking minute. So Morel, is that not fucking embarrassing for David?
Morel's a killer. Morel's a killer. Morel's
a killer.
In the sport.
Wasn't nobody.
What do you think Morel will do to Berlanga? Let's keep it real.
Who in
what will Morel do to Berlanga?
You're stupid, bro. You ain't you the one that thinks Morel and Bivol was a 50-50 fight?
Yeah. Who in 168 was calling out Morel?
Listen.
All right,
Who's gonna call out a person with 11 fights, dumbass?
Hold on, can I all right. What does Canelo get if he beats Benavidez?
Fucking idiots, bro.
The same credit that Lennox Lewis got for fighting Vitaly Klitschko when he was a big favorite and seen as the man in the heavyweight division. He gets the credit for beating the top contender as the undisputed champion. So that's that.
Klitschko was putting in way more work than Benavidez has been putting in. Come on, man. We can't do that, fight sport. We can't do that.
Still, Mills, I said the same kind of credit. Yeah, Vitaly's got a better legacy now, but Benavidez, look, I still think Benavidez beats Bivol, okay? So, look.
Do you think Benavidez was
Hey, man, trust me.
We're going to have that conversation.
Fight sports, please
All right,
believe
brother.
me. Please believe me. If he get that trilogy and lose, and beat Better Beef and then lose to David Benavidez, watch they be like, oh, that last fight took it out of him. That's why he lost, because he shouldn't have had that rubber match.
You make a lot of assumptions, don't you?
Mirage, help your man.
Watch how they move the goalposts.
Mirage, help your man out. Mirage, help your man out, bro.
Boxing news.
One second, Fight Sports. Are you about to jump off? Because I'm gonna open up a spot real quick. Fight.
Yeah, Fight's jumping
Yeah,
off.
all right, I'll jump off. Hey, peace out, guys.
Later.
Peace out, Fight. And guys, I'm doing.
Holla at me, Spike. Holla at me.
Hey, Nuke, hold on, Nuke. Is there any way you can let fucking Knockout Boxing TV in? He's over there talking about that. We lucky that the fucking panel's full. This is the same guy that got Tank Davis on a fucking pound for pound list. Is there any way you can let him in?
Oh, my man, Knockout on here. Oh, yeah, come on.
Knockout. All you got to do is click the link, my brother.
Wait, Clever. Has he still got Tank on the pound for pound list even after the Roach fight?
I don't know, but last time we had him on the panel, he had Tank on the pound for pound list.
I want to know if he's took him off. I would want to know if he's took him off. By the way, I've got some news. It's being widely reported that they are signing. Oscar De La Hoya has been talking to boxing scene and Lance Pugmire. It's being widely reported that we're getting Cepeda Shakur in the summer. I have given my prediction over that. Shakur is killing him.
I like that.
I disagree. I disagree.
Are you picking Cepeda?
No, what I'm saying is this, man. Cepeda has the style. Because Shakur is a pure boxer. You need a boxer puncher that can garner the respect from William Zepeda. Shakur is not no boxer puncher. Shakur is a pure boxer with no punching power. How is he going to be able to deal with the level of pressure that William Zepeda applies? You talking about a dude who threw 600 punches? Hold on. You threw hell yeah, he's gonna let when you have fights where you throw 600 punches in 6 rounds, those punches are gonna seep through that guard, bro. I'm not saying that Zepeda beats him. I'm saying that of all of the fighters in the division as of right now, he has the biggest chance of beating Shakur based on style alone. He's gonna give Shakur work, bro. I'm not saying that he wins, but Shakur's gonna have to dig deep to beat William Zepeda.
I agree, Theo. I agree.
Badly though.
Okay, hold on, fellas. We're gonna circle back to that, but I got 2 guests in the building. I want to check in with both. Shout out to Knockout Boxing 86 TV. What's up with you, my brother? Knockout, you there?
You're muted.
Texas in the building. What's happening?
Knockout, are you there, my brother?
Knockout.
I'm gonna give him a minute to sort this stuff out. Give him a minute to sort this stuff out. And I'm gonna tell you guys this next guy, the Absolute Truth Boxing, the Truth and Absolute Boxing. I'm a fan of the guy's channel. I think he's doing great work. If you haven't subscribed, go look him up. Go subscribe. My brother from please introduce yourself, my brother. Thank you for joining the podcast, my brother.
Yeah, no, thank you for having me. My bad, man. The audio is all over the place. I don't got a microphone, bro. But yeah, what's going on, man? I'm Martin, the Truth and Absolute Boxing channel. I just love boxing, man. I'm happy to be here talking with you guys, man. My bad, the audio is a little messed up, man. So I'm hearing echoes everywhere. But what's going on?
No worries, man. I mean, the Gooch is out here trolling Steel Mills. He said this super chat is for Steel Mills so he can get a new mic. I agree with the Zepeda versus Shakur take as well.
My mic fucked up like that.
I agree with the take.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, bro. Sounds like you at McDonald's.
I'll take a large Coke with them.
Man, hold on, man. Let me throw the earbuds in, man. Hold on, man.
Okay. And salute to the Gooch, man. Knockout, are you there? Knockout Boxing.
Knockout. He's here.
There he is.
Yo, mic check. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome to the show, Knockout. What's good with you, man?
You sound like Errol Spence.
What up, y'all? What up?
You still
So
got
what's up,
Knockout, man? How you doing, brother?
What's the topic?
We're talking Benavidez, Bivol, Canelo. We're talking all of it mixed in.
There might be a little bit of a lag. I'm trying to wait on it to go away, bro. Can y'all hear me?
You sound like far away, but we can hear you. We can hear you.
We can hear you. Knockout, I need to ask you a question. Have you still got Tank Davis on your pound for pound list anymore since last time we talked?
Bivol, Canelo, Benavidez. Okay, I like this.
Truth and Absolute. You got Tank on the pound for pound?
I think he got a delay.
I'm talking the Truth. Can you hear me, Truth?
I think there's a little bit of
all right, I should be good now, bro. How about
there it goes. There it goes.
Now? We good?
Yeah, I could hear you guys good, man.
My bad, y'all.
Yeah.
I had to hop up here because y'all out of pocket with this Canelo David Benavidez stuff, bro. Y'all boys up here all the way out of pocket, fam.
Well, I want to hear your take. Let me see.
Talk to us, 86.
When the last time Canelo Alvarez ever cared about getting credit for an opponent? Why all of a sudden y'all care so much about how much credit he get for fighting David Benavidez?
His entire career.
He didn't give a damn about no credit when he was fighting John Ryder. He didn't give about no credit when he was fighting Abner Yildirim.
He was mandatory.
So what we talking about?
Hold on, Part 3 said that was a mandatory. So when you threw out the whole thing about Avani Yildirim, all that's a mandatory. That's a body bag for Park Street.
That's 2 body bags because he mentioned Ryder.
Oh, that's 2 body bags. We got 2 body bags on deck for my brother Park Street.
Hey. And we're not. Listen.
Okay, so
Knockout.
who should he fight other than his mandatory? That's the question I want you to answer.
Just let me know when I can talk, bro. That's cool. It sounds good, but let's dive in. Let's dive into Abner Yildirim since you brought him up. We can talk about him. Abner Yildirim was also a fighter.
Before he lost the belt?
He was also a fighter. I hear you. But let me tell you about Abner Yildirim because let's give everything context and let's talk about it in its entirety since you wanted to bring up Abner Yildirim. Abner Yildirim was also a fighter that had been out the ring for 2.5 years. He was also a fighter coming off of a loss. He was also a fighter that got made the mandatory coming off of a loss in 2.5 years out of the ring. So when you call him a mandatory, when you call him a mandatory, make sure you mention that as well. Make sure you bring that up as well about Abner Yildirim. When you talk about Billy Joe, when you talk about the other one you brought up, I believe was John Ryder. When you talk about John Ryder as a mandatory, let's remember this is a guy that had 5 or 6 losses, that had already lost to somebody Canelo had already beat up in Callum Smith. So let's remember that we got to bring context to these
that doesn't negate that he's a mandatory.
He's choosing to fight versus the mandatories that he's choosing not to fight.
That doesn't negate that he's a mandatory, you dumbass.
That Boo Boo Andre was supposed to fight.
What the
Did
fuck
he
are
beat
we?
the guy that Boo Boo Andre was supposed to fight? That Boo Boo Andre ducked.
Who did Demetrius Andre duck?
Demetrius Andre was supposed to fight Zach Parker. Am I correct? Was it Zach
Oh yeah,
Parker?
he ducked the shit out of Zach Parker. That's cool.
Okay, so
What's your
Ryder
point?
fought him to earn the mandatory, correct?
Ryder was still trash.
It's a yes or no. It's a yes or no.
The problem that you guys have with Canelo Alvarez is this, bro. With that man's revenue that he generates, with that man's status in the sport of boxing, he can fight whoever the hell he wants to. The mandatory point that you keep trying to make is a fallback point because Canelo Alvarez does not have to do anything that he doesn't want to do. If Canelo Alvarez doesn't want to fight you, he don't have to fight you. Mandatory be damned. The WBC lifted their Combuterol levels for him. They made a franchise belt for him. They did all of these things for him. He does not have to fight up if he doesn't want to. That man is the face of boxing right now, bro.
The same way Mayweather did it, and nobody batted an eye. The same way Mayweather did it, and nobody batted an eye. The same way Mayweather did it, and nobody said nothing.
Nobody was complaining when Mayweather was doing it.
I have one big problem.
All the fucking crying people was doing when Mayweather was doing it.
You forgetting
Hold on, fellas. Hold on. Let us all.
It's not about complaining.
One at a time. Hold on. One second. Let us all go one at a time because I want to make sure everybody's getting their points off real quick. Let Knockout finish his point real quick, and then you guys can respond.
So
yeah, just let Knockout finish his point.
I heard what the homie said about no one was complaining when Floyd Mayweather did it. It's not about that. I understand what you're saying, but you're
what is it about?
Hold on, Edgar. You're proving my point by going there. You're showing that you can't refute what I'm saying. So
no. You're not understanding what I'm saying. I'm saying when one type of fighter did it, it was okay. Now that another type of fighter does it, it's not okay.
We're gonna let Knockout finish first.
Hold on, fam. The overall point, Edgar, is that when you guys bring up Canelo Alvarez, oh, he just did this because that guy was a mandatory. Oh, this guy over here was a mandatory. No, sir. That is Canelo. That is Saul Canelo Alvarez, the face of boxing. 650,000 pay-per-view buys, all that shit y'all love to brag about with Berlanga and Jaime Munguia and Turkey giving him $100 million a fight. Yes, bro, you get to brag about that shit. Pump your chest about that. But what also comes with it, Edgar and Park Street and everybody else, you can't use the mandatory fallback point because he ain't got no mandatories. If Canelo don't want to fight a motherfucker, guess what the sanctioning body gonna do? They gonna let him not fight that motherfucker.
The same way Mayweather got fucking bent.
If they don't like the mandatory that he calls,
is that why the IBF stripped him?
If he don't like the mandatory call specifically from the WBC, oh, that shit ain't happening. Because when you talk about his WBC mandatory Abner Yildirim, that's the same sanctioning body that made him the franchise champion. That's the same sanctioning body that changed their PED rules with Clenbuterol for him. So that sanctioning body has proven.
You done, boy?
He's about to land it. Give him 1 second.
So stop that shit, bro. Stop all that bullshit, man. He fight who he want to fight, dog, and he don't want to fight David Benavidez. That's it. That's all, bro.
Okay. Now we're gonna let Edgar, Park Street, and Clavo respond. I think Clavo was about to respond to the whole title situation real quick. Clavo.
I mean, so you're telling me, oh, he gets to do what he wants. So how the fuck did the IBF strip? IBF has stripped him twice already.
Yeah.
So what the fuck are we talking about? He can do whatever the fuck you want to do.
That's a body bag. So if the sanctioning bodies are in his favor and they've already stripped him twice, that's a body bag. Because how can a sanctioning body be in your favor, in your pocket, and they've already stripped you twice in 2 different weight classes? That's a clear body. One for Clavo. Park Street, what was your response?
Oh, yeah, I was going to say the same thing. You can't be talking about Canelo got all of this power when we know he's been stripped multiple times already. So at this point, like I said, he was going to say some more useless shit.
And he also mentioned the mandatory. He basically saying, but I understand he's saying the guy was coming off a loss and a layoff and all that, but that doesn't negate the mandatory fact. He's still a mandatory that Canelo has no control over.
We old school. We come from the old school. I don't care how many losses you had. It's about making the fight. And if you earn your spot, then you deserve to get that spot.
Well, another thing that people don't realize, especially since he said Canelo's ducking David, is that I'm sure he don't realize this by now, but Avani Yildirim was David's mandatory as well before he fucked up. So that's another body bag. So we got a couple of bodies added to the basket now. Man, somebody put these shovels away. Put these shovels away, man. He ain't dead yet, man. Come on, man. Put the shovels away. Let me go there. Because Edgar wanted to respond. Hold on. Edgar, go ahead and get yours in, Edgar. One second, I'm gonna let you speak. Knockout. No worries, my brother.
It's like I said, bro.
Go ahead, bro.
It's like I said. Back when a certain kind of fighter did this, there was nobody batted an eye, nobody cried, everything was nice and dandy. Now that a different type of fighter is doing sort of the same way, or they claim to be sort of the same way, now it's a problem. Hey, did he pick his fucking opponents when he went for undisputed? Let me wait. He did not.
You go. And
Hey, your boy Stank Davis, what about him defending his titles? Every time he wins the fucking title, he just drops it. He doesn't fight any mandatories. He doesn't fucking unify anything. He doesn't unify anything. And he's okay to do it? Come on, bro.
Wait a minute, Edgar. Are you saying that? Are you accusing 86 TV of not keeping the same energy with Tank Davis? I'm sure he gonna get on Tank ass if Tank don't fight his mandatory. I'm sure.
No,
he's not. Hold on, Edgar. How many unifications has Tank Davis ever had?
0.
So he ain't never had a unification, but he criticizing Canelo. I'm sure he about to get on Tank ass right now. 86 body bag Tank for never unifying, and he's damn near 30 years old.
No, thank you. What I will do. No, thank you. No, thank you. What I will do though is our body bag each and every. No, am I gonna be allowed to speak? Is it my turn now?
What is your rebuttal?
I don't even know if you deserve it.
Is it my turn now?
Yo, man, let him speak, bro. I can't wait. He's a real one.
So here we go. So I won't do that, but what I will do for y'all is I'll body bag each and every one of y'all for trying.
Oh my God!
To jump me at the same time because y'all know I'm really that nigga. Let's start with Edgar first. So Edgar, all you brought to me. Remember, it's cool. Edgar, all you brought to me, bro, was you said the exact same shit that you said before that I already killed. You brought up Floyd Mayweather and said it was a problem when it wasn't a problem when Floyd did it, but now it's a problem when Canelo was doing it and pick and choosing his opponents. The problem with that is that I've been watching boxing for a long time. And there was a lot of Mexican fans. There was a lot of Latino fans that were complaining with what Floyd Mayweather was doing at the time. So you cooked on that one. Go ahead and put that body bag shit back up there. I bet y'all won't, though. Then to Park Street. Then to Park Street. What Park Street said. The shit that you brought up about Abner Yildirim and how he was Canelo's mandatory and all that extra shit about David Benavidez being his mandatory too, and that you were going to say the same thing that Clavo said. I'll go ahead and group y'all two together since y'all both wanted to bring up the IBF. The fact of the matter is the IBF is not the only sanctioning body. So while Canelo Alvarez may not wield the same power within the IBF that he wields with the WBO and the WBC, he still has mad power with them. And that's why he's able to get these things in his favor. So you can give me one example of the motherfucking IBF or two examples of the IBF, but I'll raise your examples that you gave with there for both you and Clavo, and I'll give you the example of what happened with Abner Yildirim. I don't give a fuck. You said working your way into position. Since when is working your way into position to be a mandatory, having 2.5 years off, and losing a fucking fight, and you get to be the mandatory over motherfuckers that's been winning in that weight class the whole goddamn time. Talking about he worked his way into position. The only thing Abner Yildirim worked his way into was he was Canelo Alvarez's former sparring partner, my nigga. This me you talking to. You gonna learn real quick. You gonna learn. I'm not
Did he just explain something?
Hold on, let him finish. Let him finish. No, my brother. Hold on. Let him finish. I know we're gonna show our disrespect. Let him finish. One second. Let him finish.
I didn't say a word, Hit Kid. Let him finish. I let him talk, Hit Kid. Let me do me, cause I let them all talk. I let them all get it off, bro. I let y'all get it off. Now, with that being said,
filibustering.
With that being said, bro. So y'all keep talking this Abner Yildirim shit to me, bro. Explain to me how he worked his way into position to beat Canelo Alvarez is mandatory by losing the fight and taking 2.5 years off. The only thing he worked his way into, like I said, was he was his motherfucking former sparring partner. Now, in the case of Tank Davis, I'll cook y'all on this and I'll let y'all know this about Tank Davis. Go tell motherfucking Lomachenko to stop ducking.
After a decade? What the fuck? After a decade?
Oh my God.
You're gonna bring him up after a decade? You haven't been watching boxing long enough.
Let him finish, please, guys. Please.
This is me.
Hold on, 86. Did you finish that, or you still got a little more you got to speak on?
I'm 100% finished. Now, somebody respond to the points I made.
Okay, I'm gonna let Hick.
This is
me. I'm gonna let Hick go first.
I can't believe what the fuck I just heard. I can't take this shit
I got a
serious.
quick question for you, 86.
Hold on, before you ask your question, I need to count real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's 1 on 6. Yeah. All right, go ahead. Ask your question. I'm
you stupid bitch.
Okay, I just got a question. Hold on, 1 second. 1 second. This is not nobody gang jump you on no debate, my brother. I'm just asking questions. The only thing I'm going to ask is, why do you think Tank Davis has never unified once in his career, and why won't you criticize him for it?
Because
Google it.
At the first part of his career, he didn't have control over it, and when he got control over it, he tried to make the Loma fight last year, and Loma ducked him.
Okay, there was an. One second. Now, Tank Davis gave an interview years ago stating that he's.
His team is also confirmed.
Hold on, fellas, just 1 second.
Shakur Stevenson and Keyshawn Davis. But y'all go ahead.
Okay. Now the only thing. Hold on 1 sec. I'm going to let you guys take the floor. He answered the question. I just wanted to say my little piece. Tank Davis gave an interview years ago in reference to that exact topic and stated that he's never asked for a Lomachenko fight, never asked for any of these type of unifications, never asked for any of the big names. He's just blindly accepted all of the fights that were put on the table. So that's ultimately his responsibility. If you want to say that it's somebody else's fault, that doesn't make any sense. But I appreciate you trying. And so let's go ahead and get to Hit Kid. We can get to everybody else on the panel. If Steel and Absolute Truth got a question for my brother, you can. Mirage, Ashy Knuckles, if you guys got a question as well. But Hit Kid is up next.
Yeah, I find this absolutely disgusting and crazy. Tank Davis has never unified from that 135 Reggie belt. The official WBA lightweight title, which, by the way, he should not have anymore. It should really be Lamont Roach's belt. Let's just all make that clear, okay?
Mm-hmm.
This is what pisses me off. He has been talking about Lomachenko. Lomachenko wanted to make this fight all the way back in 2018. 2018.
Yes, sir.
That,
very
ladies
true.
and gentlemen, is 7 years ago. 7 years ago when Tank was the champion.
You can Google that one.
And you can Google it, yeah.
That's the absolute truth.
That is fact. Lomachenko was looking to make that fight in 2018. And he kept the same energy for 2019, 2020, even with COVID, and 2021, okay?
So hold on, hit. So in the UK, we call that a murder. That's a body bag.
I'm not done.
That's a body bag.
I'm not done.
That's a body. We got a quick body on the street.
Answer that mandatory
I haven't even responded to him yet. So let him cook. Before you say it's a body bag, though, you might want to wait for
that was a body bag.
That was a body, bro. He destroyed your entire narrative.
I'm not done. Yeah. Lomachenko was looking for this fight since 2018, okay? Since 2018. And what did you hear of Mayweather Promotions, which Tank was signed under? Before you say, oh, no, it was Mayweather. No, Tank was a part of Mayweather's team. Floyd was Tank's mentor. And what were they all saying out of Tank's camp? No, Tank's not ready. No, it's not a good time.
He's 23 years old.
He's too young. So we keep that same energy 2 years later when he's 20, when he's 25. Okay, let's say 2021. Okay, we're coming off COVID.
Man,
and Lomachenko is getting older. And what do we still get out of Tank's camp? When Loma proposes that fight, nothing. Crickets. Like, they are not interested in the fight. They never wanted to unify. Let me finish. They never wanted to unify against Lomachenko. So then Lomachenko goes and pursues the Teofimo Lopez fight to try and go undisputed during COVID. That is chasing greatness. Why does Tank not, petition the WBA his belt to go and fight the winner for Undisputed? Why does he not say to the WBA, I have the regular belt, can I give this up to go and fight for Undisputed? Why? Please answer.
Okay, now a couple of things.
Hold on. Before we give him we're gonna go around the room because he threw a shot at everybody. So I kind of want to give everybody a chance to respond. Who wants to go next? Edgar, Park Street, or Clavo?
Well, no, hold on. I just want to say this one small thing because he just admitted himself that he's not.
Oh, did we lose Clavo?
He was about to say some bullshit. So that's why you.
Can y'all hear me?
Clavo, you there?
Yeah,
repeat yourself, Clavo. We didn't hear you.
Can you hear me?
You could out. We can hear you now.
Yeah.
All right, my bad. All right, well, nah, because he just said that he's not gonna body bag Tank. He's not gonna do it. So I'm gonna give you this right here. So you're not gonna body bag him. He's been at 135 for how long? How long has he been at 135? And fucking Keyshawn Davis debuted in 2021, and he fucking fought a world champion before fucking Tank did. Get the fuck out of here, bro!
Oh my God, that's a body. That's a quick body.
Next.
There's really no excuse for that. That's a quick body.
Anybody else got next? Anybody else?
All I'm gonna say, Brisbane, listen, bro. All I'm gonna say is, all you fanboys are the same. You don't accept facts. All you do is deflect and fucking run around the question and try to do your Jedi mind tricks to fucking answer a question with a question, and that's it, bro. All you do is fucking. I'm not talking to you, Ashley. I'm not talking to you, Ashley.
Yeah, now you know
all you do is.
Ashley, I don't need.
Hold on, Ashley, 1 second. Let him finish his point real quick.
You don't have the same energy for a certain kind of fighter that doesn't look like another certain kind of fighter. That's what it sounds like to me, bro. Keep it real.
Right. So let me.
Hold on 1 second. I just wanted Park Street to respond, and then you got it. Park Street, did you have anything else you want to say before we kick it back to 86?
Oh no, I agree, brother. And I love Tank, man. I'm saying Tank, you know what I'm saying? He one of them ones, but man, that nigga be ducking it. I'm just getting it's a fact. You know what
That's an objective motherfucker right there.
So Park Street, can I ask you a question, Park Street, real quick?
Park Street's a real one.
Park Street's a real
Park Street,
one.
I got a question for you. So do you think it would make sense to criticize somebody like Canelo, but have no criticism for Tank, who's never unified? Does that make any sense to you?
Hold on, let me answer that.
No,
hold on, Ashley. Park Street, we can get to you.
Nah, Ashley, you can't answer, bro. You can't even tell me how many fucking belts have fucking Tank got in what divisions. Shut the fuck up.
Y'all already got y'all hands full. Let Park Street talk so I can get back. Come on.
I'm asking Park Street. Park Street, what do you think about that?
I have a name for guys that catch themselves in the predicament. They're meat riding. Don't know they meat riding. So I call them level 3 meat riders. Their base level is riding meat at a level of 3. So when you're comparing Canelo and ain't got shit to say when it comes to Tank, who also compares himself to Canelo, how can you not hold him accountable? How can you not hold him accountable when he compares himself to Canelo?
That is very correct. That's a body.
Even if you are biased, at that point that the dude that you meet riding is comparing himself to the dude that, you know what I mean? How can you not compare by his own standard?
My brother's going through an electrical storm right now, man. We got to get you right.
You're kind of cutting out, Park.
Basically, what he's saying is, man, how he calling other people meat riders, but he up here capping for fucking Canelo. So, which means he's meat riding fucking Canelo. That's
is it back to me?
All we're talking about is all fantasy.
Okay, I guess not.
When it comes to Canelo, we're talking about
1 second, 86.
Absolute facts. Y'all talk about fantasy, we talk about facts. Y'all talk about emotions, we talk about facts. If we want to talk about opinions, we can talk about opinions. But y'all be trying to argue opinions versus facts, and you can't do that. It's disingenuous from the gate.
That's true. That's
already. Is it on me?
That's on you, my brother.
All right, I'd like to give y'all all a hand clap. That shit was nice. Let's go in the order because I got to remember what everybody said. So, sounds good, Park Street. And I like how you use other people's shit to go away from what I actually said directly to you. So I just want to give up a little bit of my time and ask you, do you have any rebuttal for what I said about the Avenue Yildirim shit that you was talking about? Or you gonna talk about something that you gonna deflect like that? Now you agree with me. All right, put that body bag shit up. Let me go to the next one. Edgar.
Did you agree, Bark Street?
But you can't body bag me on something that's an actual fact that I
just
already
said he agree now. IBFP, but you don't have to put it up with me.
further
You and I know
detail
what it is.
I'll put it up. If he said he agreed, that's a body.
He just
Bark Street,
said
did you agree?
He just said he agreed with me.
Oh,
But I already brought that up before he brought it up, so how can it be a body?
Okay.
I understand. That's a quick body.
Moving on. Edgar, you said a lot about deflection. Edgar, you said a lot about, well, you do this and you do this and you do all these tricks and you do this. So my question to you is, Edgar, as I give back more of my time to you and just ask you a simple question. Since I've been up on this panel, could you please inform, however, I think it's like 300 people in the chat. Shout out to IBFP for that. Could you inform the people, Edgar, what lie you've heard me told since I've been up here? I'll just wait and listen to you tell the people the lie you heard me tell.
I never said anything about you lying. I said you deflect. I said you deflect. I said you deflect. Listen. I said you deflect. Listen. I said you deflect the question. I said you deflect the question, and you try to answer a question with a question, and then you fucking get into your emotions, and you don't keep the same, and you don't keep the same energy. The moment we asked you about Tank, the moment we asked you about Tank, and the moment I brought up Mayweather. Then it was fine. It was fine that they get to pick their own appointments. It's fine to pick their own appointments.
And I get you trying to overtalk me. That's cool. It's very interesting what you're saying because you just accused me of deflecting, but weren't you the first one to deflect the Floyd Mayweather though? Okay,
I didn't deflect. No. I did not deflect. I did not deflect. I said I brought it up and I said
Yeah, because he just want to bring up some shit about some fucking race. He got it.
I ain't bringing race. I was letting you talk.
He got in his head that if you black and you don't like Canelo, you a fucking racist. That's what he thinks.
Ash, should be quiet.
I'm really him, bro. I'm gonna get y'all one by one. You said that I deflect. You said all I do is deflect and all I do is lie. Hold on. You said all I do is deflect and all I do is lie. Don't worry, Clavo. I remember everything you said.
I never said you lied. I said you deflect.
You said
you deflect.
Hold on, bro. Let me finish. I understand. Shit different. I get it, bro. You said you lie and you deflect and you spin from the topic. Well, we were all up here talking about Canelo, and it was you, sir. It was you, sir, that brought up Floyd Mayweather first when everyone else was talking about Canelo Alvarez. So
because I'm making a comparison. I'm making a comparison in the way you fucking set the standard. I'm making a comparison of the way you rate these people. At the way you rate these people. So Canelo wasn't too young to fight Mayweather at 23, but Tank Davis was too young to fight Loma at 23.
Just remember, he accused me of deflecting, and I proved you that he was deflecting first. And the nigga said out his own mouth, he didn't hear me tell not one lie. So IBFP, can I get the body bag for that too?
Man, somebody put some embalming fluid in that man.
That's a fucking whack ass. That is the wackest body bag I've ever seen in my motherfucking life on this channel. 86. This is 69. 69. You need to calm down. All you doing is word playing. All you doing is word playing. That shit don't work here. That shit don't work here. All you doing is word playing. Word playing. You listening to what they saying, and then you going on your dictionary and you trying to do that. I swear, that's the wackest body bag I've ever heard in my motherfucking life. Y'all gotta be kidding me. Y'all at 69, come up here and try to body bag everybody one by one. Y'all kidding me. This nigga's a fraud. This nigga's a fraud. Yo, you a fraud. 69, you a fraud. You a fraud ass nigga. I can tell you fraud. You a fraud ass nigga. You a fraud as fuck. I'm gonna blow your bitch ass card. You a fraud as fuck. Y'all keep talking. I'ma listen. I'm gonna keep listening. 69. Yeah, you got a number 69.
Let's get back to it. Let's get back to it, man.
86, you got the floor, my brother.
I know because it's me on everybody, and I appreciate you having me up here. I got nothing but love for y'all. But Supreme, don't get so tight, bro.
I got love for you too. I got love for you too.
Supreme, don't get so tight. It's just boxing talk. We're just having fun. Now to the homie Clavo. You said that Keyshawn Davis fought a world champion before Tank Davis did, and that world champion, you and I both know, was Denise Berinchik. Now,
no shit.
Now, in the case of Denise Berinchik, who you got in a fight between Ryan Garcia and Denise Berinchik?
What the fuck does that have anything to do with it?
So do we care about
my whole point? No. Here, no. You deflecting now. You reaching. No, this is you reaching. No,
That
my
wasn't
point
for
is,
me
hold
to
on.
respond.
No.
It wasn't for me to
No. Hold the
respond.
fuck up.
It was
Hold the fuck
rhetorical.
up. You're reaching now, bro. Let me
Y'all
explain
so
because
tight.
the whole
I
point
love
is
how
your
tight
boy has
y'all
been
get.
at
I
135
love how
for so
tight
many
y'all get.
years.
Over here
No, your
smiling.
boy has been at
Let me
135.
finish, bro. Let me finish.
All right, go ahead.
The fact of the matter is, bro, that was rhetorical. My point is, do we care as fight fans about somebody fighting a world champion, or do we care about who's fighting a better fighter? Because everybody up on this panel, we all know Ryan Garcia is a much more talented, much better fighter than Denise Berinchik. So I'm sorry,
What the
bro.
fuck?
I'll take your Denise Berinchik and I'll raise you a more talented fighter.
Wait.
No. Hey, kid, I gotta get this.
Bro. You talking about a 36?
Bravo gonna get it after
Hold on, bro.
86
You're
finish. Let
talking about
86
a
finish, fellas.
36.
Let him
You're
finish.
talking about a 36-year-old, a 36-year-old champion that looked bad against Navarrete, and you're comparing him to the guys that Tank Davis has beat, and it's not even close, bro. Miss me with that shit. That's number one.
All right, are you done?
Now you can
Are you
respond, my
done?
brother.
Are you done?
I gotta get the hit kid though, because it was
No.
a
Hold on, bro. Nah. You ain't gonna get away with that one. Nah, you ain't gonna get away with that one. You ain't gonna get away with that one. Hold on.
You don't get away with that.
All right, hold on.
Bravo, my
All right,
friend.
hold
I
on.
want
Let
Bravo
me get mine.
first.
Let me get mine. Because the whole point is that you've been at fucking 135 for fucking 6 years. And this motherfucker fought a world champion. So if you want to talk about what is it about, fighting a champion or fighting the best, well, guess what? Newsflash, asshole. Tank fucking has let the belt change hands from Lomachenko to Tio to Cambosos to fucking Devin Haney. 4 fucking times, motherfucker, and he ain't fought either one of them. Or Shakur.
100%.
Body
100%.
bag.
100%.
And here's another
Let the
fucking thing.
body
And
up
hold
there. He
on,
did
one more
let the
thing.
belt.
Wait a minute.
In
One more
fairness,
thing.
he did let. In fairness, hold on, panel. 1 second. In fairness, Tank did let the belt move around the division like a whore.
Yeah.
One more, and I got one more because I think he was trying to get at part for basically Avni Yildirim being in the mandatory for Canelo, right?
Yes.
Okay, so well, here's another body bag. The mandatory between David Benavidez and Avni Yildirim was confirmed after fucking Avni Yildirim fucking was actually tested positive for a drug, and there was an investigation in Germany, which he was actually exonerated, and according to the WBC, he was allowed to participate in the mandatory bout for the WBC Super Middleweight Championship against WBC World Champion David Benavidez. So he was his mandatory first before Canelo.
Thank you for
That's
further explaining that. And
that's the body.
And that's from the WBC fucking website, bro. Go find that shit.
Those are absolute facts. I cannot deny the facts.
I want to hear my body bagging now. I'm looking forward to this.
And now it's 86.
And during that time, David Benavidez. During that time, David Benavidez lost his belt out of his own undiscipline, and Avni Yildirim lost to Darrell, and still maintained his. Make sure you include that, bro. Make sure you include everything when you want to talk. So that's your little crazy. That's your little point you thought you had. That you can take that shit and you can go somewhere with that. Now to what you said about Keyshawn Davis and what you said about Tank Davis and how he let everybody else get the belt or whatever. You know what all those fighters have in common? They were all top ranked fighters, or they had to sign a top ranked deal.
Oh, the side of the street. Get the fuck out of here, bro. You're playing that fucking side of the street shit, right?
Okay.
Well, wait a minute. Let me ask a question then. How the fuck did the second? How did the second Deontay Wilder fight and Tyson Fury fight get made?
Are you saying it don't matter? Why do we have to wait so long for Bivol and Beterbiev? Are you saying it don't matter?
Answer the question.
Because it's clear indication that it don't matter. Why do we have to wait so long for Wilder and AJ? You acting like that shit don't matter, bro.
Because Wilder dunked.
Oh my god.
Stop it, fam. The reason that Lomachenko fought motherfucking Teofimo Lopez instead of Devin Haney, Bob Arum even said it. He signed to the wrong fucking promoter. You wasn't getting an opportunity unless you were fucking with Bob Arum.
Nah,
that's
you
the
stupid.
reason he moved Teofimo
You're
Lopez
using the side of the street, bro.
Anyway,
Wow. Ain't that about a bitch? Because I could have sworn Crawford and fucking PBC have collaborated before. So I mean, you can use that all you want.
I'm not using it. I'm just telling you the truth, bro. You can do what you
you're
want
using the
with it.
side of the street.
Look at how they moved around that time. See, y'all like to say shit and then you don't tell people.
Picture
on, bro, because maybe you don't know.
I gotta tell Ashley. I gotta tell Ashley something. I gotta tell Ashley
what
what we
y'all like
left.
to do, bro, and what I hear a lot of
Right.
people doing is you'll throw something
You
out
know what
there.
it is.
You'll throw something out there, and then it'll be a half. It'll be a half. Hold on, bro. Hold on, fam. You'll throw something out there, and then it'll be part of it will be true, but then you'll forget everything that went with it. Like all of those things you said about letting people pass around belts and all that. Even Devin Haney himself, Cambosos himself, who was promoted by Luke DeBella, everyone since Top Rank ran the 135-pound division at that time.
So
everybody had to go through them to get any shot. Remember, they made Lomachenko the franchise champion.
So
around that time, so that he didn't have to fight Devin because Devin was his mandatory and he was fucking with Eddie Hearn. And then they pulled Teofimo Lopez from that tournament and put him in IBF against their other fighter, Richard Comey. So they was moving around everybody and controlling the division.
This is what you call reaching.
Make sure you point that shit out.
No.
Too, bro.
So what? Deontay Wilder and Fury didn't have that second fight. Isn't that fucking PBC and Top Rank right there? So you're telling me that they couldn't fucking collaborate at 135, but at heavyweight they can? Get the fuck out of here, bro. That's out of the fucking street, bro. That's just gone, bro. You need to stop using that shit. Bro.
I'm glad you brought that up. Now, again,
I don't want to hear that shit, bro. You're bringing up nothing but bullshit, bro. You bringing up nothing but bullshit, and you're making you're just making excuses for Tank. They ain't no motherfucker. Isn't Tank the A side? Is Tank Mr. A side? Is he not the A side?
Okay, hold on, fellas.
It's like competing against the master of Scrabble. What the fuck?
Let me finish, bro.
Can everybody hear
me? So what you said,
let him finish real
just
quick.
prove my point, bro. What you said,
what the fuck?
What you said just proved my point, and I gotta go. So I want to say this. You just proved my point. You said Deontay. Hold on. You said Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury, the second fight. What happened? Tyson Fury had to run around. He fought 2 fights in between time. They didn't get the immediate rematch. Then they didn't want to work with him on the third fight, and he had to damn near sue their ass to get the third fight with Tyson Fury, bro. They're just now starting to work together right now because of what Turkey bought to the game.
So is that
okay?
So wait a minute.
Hold on one
Did
second.
you just explain something?
I just want to put something out here. I just want to put something out here. One second, 86.
Nah, hell nah. I ain't nah.
Get out of here, 69. Get out of here, 69. Get out of here, 69.
Hold on, everybody. 1 second.
I'll get you next time, bro.
Hold on 1 second, 86. Don't leave. I got something to say.
Salute to y'all boys, though, man.
86. 1 second, my brother. 1 second. Are you there? 86.
He did.
86. You still there, my brother?
I don't think so.
I'm listening, bro, but I gotta
thank you, my brother. In 2021, Tank Davis did an interview with Showtime Boxing, which they have the same article on Boxing Scene. I dropped the video November 23rd, 2021, where Tank Davis said he's willing to fight top fighters in the next 2 years, indicating that he's okay with not fighting top fighters for years, pushing it and delaying that for years. So when we talk about all of this, Tank made an intentional, willful decision to not fight the best fighters. He even said in the interview that he didn't know who the guys were. He was not looking for the fights. And it doesn't matter if it's in the year, that next year, or the year after that, he was in no rush. That basically debunks anything about any side of the street when Tank is willing to wait up to 2 years to fight a top guy in his own division. He said, there's 4 guys, I don't know who they are. I'm not watching my own division, and I'm willing to wait another 2 years before I fight it.
That's to show you.
That debunks all of that.
Thank you, though, because I couldn't get to talk because he gonna be out of here. I was gonna tell him the same shit. Tank is ass. Tank is ass. That's it.
IBFP, are you live tomorrow?
I'll probably be live later this week, my brother.
Okay, when I have more time, when I have more time, I'll come up here early in the show. But look, salute to all y'all, bro. This shit.
All right, my brother. Be safe, 69.
Y'all
be safe, 69. Be good, 69. All right, 1 little 69. 1 little 69.
Salute, 86.
Yeah, 69.
Yo, wait a minute, man. So wait a minute. Wait. I was trying to get this in. So you're telling me that Tank wasn't willing to work with Top Rank back then, but he caught out Lomachenko not that long ago, so he can do it now, but not then?
Yeah.
Come on, man. We all know that Tank was dunking every.
What Clavo just said was He was calling out Lomachenko in 2019, but was unwilling to make the fight or even go to the negotiation. That proves it was a drought chase. And in 2021, he said he was in no rush to make those fights, and he was willing to wait years to make those fights. That's another thing.
And
talk about put up those body bags. Who the fuck is that? The master of scrabble? He's over here grabbing every word and putting it against you. The fuck out of here.
All I said to him is like, I'm like, and all I said to him was like, bro, how can you keep this? How do you set two different standards? You're letting one certain type of fighter be perfectly fine, not unifying, not fighting mandatories, picking and choosing who they fucking fight. But now that someone else does it, now it's a problem. Now it's not okay. You can't do that. You have to be the same fucking way.
These guys are gonna come in here and they're gonna always try to twist your words around. Ashley Knuckle, everybody that comes in here, and they all the tank meat riders, the butt meat lovers, the everything lovers. They like that, bro.
Soup. He's a worse meat rider than fucking Ashi. I'm sorry.
Oh,
this guy,
I had to jump on.
No. Not worse meat rider than Ashi. This guy says that that Loma duck tank. Lomachenko is a multiple time, champion at lightweight. He should have been undisputed. He got robbed against Devin Haney. Let's all admit it. He's a former unified champion. But here's what pisses me off. He could have had the fight against Tank if Tank had come to the table from 2019 onwards. Tank now wants to come to the table when Loma's thinking about retirement. That's a joke.
He aged them out.
And this is the other thing that pissed me off with this argument. He said, all the belts with fucking, PBC and all that. With Top Rank. Excuse me, when Teofimo Lopez and Lomachenko, when you did that fight, that was an in-house Top Rank fight, okay? Let me just go through some history lessons for you. Teofimo Lopez, George Kambosos, when he beat Teofimo Lopez, was an unsigned fighter. He wasn't signed with any network.
That's right.
He wasn't signed with DAZN. He wasn't signed with PBC. He wasn't signed with Top Rank. DAZN won the purse bid for that fight because Top Rank didn't bid on it, and that's why Eddie Hearn got to host that fight at MSG Theatre, if you all remember. And if you remember, yes, Devin Haney was a matchroom fighter, but then I believe it was Top Rank got to Kambosos first, and then Eddie Hearn told Devin Haney, leave us, go and get the undisputed title fight against Kambosos, and sign with Top Rank. Well, I'm like, how is this the situation? Where in a sense, it's all Top Rank's fault. Davis should have come in when Kambosos was a free agent and be like, I want to move my belt up right now.
And Hit Kid, it goes back to what I say. They deflect and run around the question.
They fucking do.
I don't give a fuck about the in between fights between fucking Fury and Wilder, bro. That's irrelevant. The whole point is that collaboration was done back then.
Yeah.
So it could have been done it could have been done at 135 too. They ain't all the fucking way around it. He just wants to fucking go around with the suing, the fights in between, bro. That's all fucking irrelevant. The shit got done.
Right.
Well, go ahead, Edgar. Go ahead.
And like Clavo, you're saying, how can a fucking heavyweight prize fight get fucking negotiated where there's more money involved than fucking 135 pounders? How is that fucking possible? And that's just mind-boggling that they don't understand it. The only fucking rebuttal that they could have had is for the second fight is that there was a rematch clause in it. But that still doesn't negate the fact that they fucking met at the table for a heavyweight fucking fight.
Yeah. Well, there
all right, the only thing I'll say is anybody that's willing to criticize a 4-weight world champion, former undisputed, potentially 2-time undisputed, and you're not willing to criticize Tank Davis simply because he's black, it doesn't make any sense. And that guy is biased and not honest, and you got to call him out on it. And you really got to look at it. Tank has already been on record saying that he never asked for the top fighters. He's okay with delaying it for many years.
He's an embarrassment.
He really kind of got slaughtered on the whole live with that, and we didn't even go full speed on it.
In that body bag that he claimed to get on Park, that's I had to reverse it. They ain't no motherfucking way.
I'm off. Have a good night.
All right, Hit Kid. Because fucking Yildirim was Benavidez.
I will happily debate that.
And I said that.
Guys, I know that we all do it as a panel, but I will happily debate that motherfucker one-on-one anytime over Tank Davis. He needs to be held accountable, and that fucker doesn't. He is a biased PBC fanboy.
I mean, he didn't even answer the question if Tank was still on his pound for pound. He didn't even answer that.
Exactly. That was the first question that I had.
That's true.
Well, the only question that we should have asked him that we didn't was, did Tank Davis beat Lamont Roach?
Oh yeah. I mean, bro, we already know what. I think we already know where that was gonna go, bro.
He goes, yeah, he beat Roach. Roach cheated him.
Yeah, that would have been the answer.
And it was Canelo's fault due to the sanctioning bodies.
Yeah.
That's what it was going to be. And Carbo got the ultimate body bag when he basically said the IBF stripped him twice. That he couldn't get out of the grave from that one. You can't claim that Canelo's favored by sanctioning bodies. And then when he said, well, the IBF stripped him twice in 2 different weight classes, then he said, oh, no, but the WBC plays fake. But he didn't say the WBC. He said all the sanctioning bodies.
All the sanctioning bodies.
And the IBF is a sanctioning body. And he also failed to mention that David Benavidez got multiple extensions from the WBC and was allowed to petition to go back down to 168 from 175. And he was allowed to choose to go up to 175 for 168. The WBC has done him a lot of favors that they don't always do for other people. So to say it's only Canelo that get any kind of treatment, he's not keeping the same energy.
Now, I think the ultimate body bag is fucking Tank being at 35 in 6 years and Keyshawn debuting at 21. And he fucking already fought a world champion. He wants to bring up Ivan Baranchyk. Who do you win the belt off of? Bro, that's irrelevant. Regardless, why would he fight a world champion before you? That's the whole point right there. All the other bro, he tries to bring other bullshit.
Canelo and Benavidez. How did Canelo come in here and go undisputed before you went undisputed?
Right, and he did it in 11 months, and you were there for a decade.
Boom.
And here's another body bag that I should have brought up, and I don't know if I did or not, but what he was trying to say about the Avenue Durham, I'm like, bro, all mandatories are not made the same. The only reason why Munguia and Berlanga were mandatories is because David and Morrell moved up.
That's right. And Munguia was moving up 1 weight class.
Exactly. So and so with that example, it's like no, all mandatories are not created the same. But the one thing that all mandatories have is those guys work their way up for a position.
Right. They did something. They did something.
They did something. You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, like he, a lot of the points that he was making, them joints was mute points.
No, in other words, they weren't points at all. Whatsoever.
Right. It's like, what are you talking about?
Well, they weren't points at all.
I mean when you gotta fucking go in circles and ignore the main topic, and you gotta explain yourself with something that doesn't even have anything to do with it. Who gives a fuck if fucking Ivan got it off for fucking Navarrete? It was a good fight, and Navarrete was coming up. Navarrete, he barely came up. I don't really think he belonged at 135, to be honest. I get that. It was a good fight, but regardless, it was still a world champion. Tank, why didn't you go for Baranchyk? Why do you want to let Keyshawn, who debuted in 2021, come and take that motherfucker? The same thing with David. Bro, these PBC fighters got the same tendencies. Benavidez, you gonna let fucking Dennis the Menace, redheaded little motherfucker come in there and within 1 year and fucking get all the fucking straps. It's the same shit, bro.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think 86. I think this is the second time he's on the channel. The first time he debated me a long time ago, and that's why I'm so easy going with it, because I already got that out of the way. But only thing I'll tell you is that I highly doubt he'd come back now. I mean, he might. It's just that when he got the worst body bag I've ever seen is when we question him about, you came on here with all this energy and force about Canelo and his resume and who Canelo ain't fighting. And then we asked him, will you criticize Tank Davis for never unifying once? And you're basically the same age as Canelo. You're just a couple years younger. And he said, I will not, and named every excuse in the book as to why this didn't happen.
No, you already lost the battle right there. Right from just right
You're
from
refusing to criticize Tank. You can't. So he's beyond reproach.
Bro, I was on the panel the last time he came in here, bro. He was so adamant that he had Tank on the pound for pound list because how he knocks people out. And of course, we had to argue about the fucking pound for pound definition, bro.
I remember that.
So Edgar was in here. Yeah, Edgar was in here too.
Yeah, and his only thing was, how he knocks people out. That was his only thing. I was like, what the fuck?
I don't know, bro. Is this crazy, bro? My Mirage dipped out, Ashy dipped out, bro. It was getting hot up in here, so I don't blame y'all.
Bro, I mean, listen, bro. The only thing that this whole shit, like, I guess, puts shit into perspective in one way for me is Canelo's in the twilight. He might give us the 4 fights and then call it a deal, and then I hope that like some of these fanboys and whatever fighter they're hyping up get exposed. Like I highly doubt Tank is gonna get exposed because he's just gonna cherry pick his way to for another couple of years. Crawfish is gonna get put in a casket in September, and Benavidez is gonna do the same thing that Stank is doing. He's gonna fucking, just like you said, Clavo. He's gonna cherry pick. He's gonna put up walls so he doesn't take the fights, or he's gonna age guys out, and then they're gonna become irrelevant. And then I don't know who these fucking fanboys are gonna fucking get hop on.
And I'll be honest with you, 86 TV would be a very good channel if he didn't do all that with Tank. But it's because he's taking all that the wrong way. He's pushing a narrative and agenda. And it's not to say that Tank ain't talented. It's just to simply say that he's moving like a bitch on purpose, and you won't call it out because you don't want to lose your subs. And so that's why I can't fuck with it. But I'll tell you what, 86 TV, you're more than welcome to come back and debate anybody on the panel. Let me just read a few of these comments that N1 Ballers said, fanboys avoid facts like women avoid hit kid. So
that's
kind of fucked up right there.
Man, come on, bro.
That's not right. That's not right.
Detroit Music said Edgar's a Canelo fanboy and he just described himself.
Oh yeah, all right.
Detroit Music. I mean, is it a woman or?
I don't know, bro. We can't tell these days nowadays, Clavo. We can't tell, bro. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going by the picture, but damn, okay.
This is my brother Americo Think Out Loud. He says, why was Tank too young to fight Loma at 23?
That's what I said.
But Canelo wasn't too young at 23 to fight Mayer.
Yeah, Mayweather.
Mm-hmm. I was like, well, Mayer.
Yeah. Why not? And that's the point I'm making. Like, how can you have one standard for one kind of fighter and not for the other kind of, like, you flip the script. Like, bro, it should be the same across the board.
You're absolutely right. It should be no switching up. So the fact that you have all this energy for Canelo, but you have none for Tank don't make any sense. So now he's your prize fighter. And the fact that in the fighters he was bringing up was mandatories. It's like, bro, what are you talking about mandatories? Talk about anybody else, but a mandatory, that's the worst argument. That's why he got cooked so fast. Outstrike says, how you guys think a prime Kovalev would have done versus Bivol and Beterbiev? Salute to everyone. All love here. Nothing here should be taken serious. So how do you think Kovalev in his prime would have done against Bivol and Beterbiev, guys?
I think
it would be a good fight. I think there would have been good fights. If I had to pick the better fight of the two, I think it would be Bivol because they're similar in size, and I guess it would be to me it would be a better fight. I don't know about Beterbiev. I think Beterbiev would just be too much for him. He's too big.
I don't know, bro. Beterbiev, Kovalev is kind of struggle a little bit with yard, man. Beterbiev got him out of there. He didn't need them fights like that, bro. He actually went in there, but I would actually think Beterbiev would actually get Kovalev, to be honest with you. Bivol, that's
what I'm saying. Beterbiev would be too much.
Yeah, Bivol also, man, that motherfucker has proven he's got a chin. He's durable as well, even though he's most of these pure boxer Sugarfoot fighters, they're hiding a fucking weak chin. But nah, Bivol has proved me otherwise, bro. That motherfucker took some shots. So I think I still have to edge Bivol and Beterbiev against Kovalev, man. That's my opinion. I can disagree.
Personally, prime for prime, I agree with Clavo, but I think the Beterbiev fight could have been 50-50 because Kovalev did have a lot of power. We've seen Beterbiev down before. And Kovalev, if he's in his prime at his very best, he could have hurt Beterbiev. The only problem is if he couldn't keep him down, he was going to hell. That's what was going to happen. And I think Bivol was just going to figure out, because Bivol was he's just so quick and talented. I think he would have just outboxed him from the get-go. And I also feel like Kovalev got robbed against Andre Ward in that first fight.
Yeah.
I do too.
Yeah. And Andre Ward, Andre Ward avoided so much smoke, fam. So much smoke.
Yeah, and that's another one. That's another one. We didn't even bring it up. And how much smoke did he fucking avoid? And then nobody batted an eye. Come on, man.
Here's the thing. He even retired, and then he basically called Canelo pussy and Anthony Joshua pussy, but he wouldn't come back and fight him.
Exactly. Yep.
Exactly.
He knew Bivol better be able to come in.
He might get more money than the Benavidez fight.
He would.
Boom. Canelo and Andre Ward right now would sell out any stadium anywhere, but ain't no fucking way. He let Terrence Crawford have more nuts than him to do that.
I mean, but we know why he was fucking sour, bro. Because Canelo fucking coming from 160, he took out Kovalev, which you could not.
Yeah.
Boom.
So I mean we get it. We get why you're sour.
Because that's the only way you could really compare them. Because they both fought him, and Canelo just looked better. And you can say that about a couple of them. No matter who Canelo fight, Canelo looked better. You say David Benavidez and Canelo looked better.
And we're talking about a naturally smaller Canelo who's naturally smaller than Andre Ward. Andre Ward took two nuts before he fought him. Canelo just shot up there and fought him. Very different.
Yeah. And that's another thing, too. Like, I don't like these meat riders because Canelo came from 140, the same size that Crawford came from. And he's smaller than him. So that's what they really be riding meat when they be trying to give, Crawford this unwanted validation or unearned validation. It's like, come on, bro, keep it a beam.
And Park, the other thing is those are the same kind of guys.
Garcia said, go ahead, Clever.
No, I was gonna say, Park, those are the same kind of guys that fucking praise guys. Oh, that's the eye test. He passes the eye test. But what? So the other guy doesn't pass the eye test? What the fuck?
There we go. But I think Bud Crawford started at fucking 135.
Was.
Go ahead, Nuke. My bad. I think there's a delay.
I think so too. I think there's a delay going on. My bad, bro.
Oh, you good?
Antonio Garcia says Avani Yildirim was David Benavidez mandatory before he lost his belt to Taco Bell. Salute to him. And my brother also says the same thing. Yildirim was David Benavidez mandatory until he lost his belt. So that basically clears up any and everything, especially on that body bag.
Yep, nobody back for Park, man. There was nobody back there. I already knew from the jump when he was talking all that bullshit. Like, bro, I got to get this in, bro. But I had to wait my turn, of course. But
that's what I was saying, because Pablo went into further detail about what I was saying, because that was the first thing that I said. I was like, how can you make it about a Canelo when Yildirim was David's mandatory? And you went into further detail about how it came to be, which that's what I was saying. I was like, how can that be about it when I made the point first?
Bro, I think if David would have fought Yildirim, that would have been a good win. But not for Canelo, though. Not for Canelo.
Yeah, they would have praised him.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Bro. It's the same way with Munguia, Berlanga. If David would have fought Munguia and Berlanga, they would have been like, oh, yeah, that was good on David's resume. Oh, hell yeah, that's on David's resume. And it's like he was trying to fight them before Canelo was. So now that Canelo is trying to fight them, now they're trash. I'm like, come on, bro, y'all gotta keep the same energy.
I mean, and I ask you, Knuckles, bro. I'm sorry, man, but if you're listening, you ask a stupid ass question. Who the fuck was calling out David Morrell? Who the fuck is gonna call a man with only 11 fights? Make that shit make sense, dog.
Exactly. Come on, bro. That's why I brought out that shea butter. That raining right away.
Oh my god,
man, Park Street. Man, you barely started getting on these lives, right?
Oh, listen, man, I just got fired from my full time. You know what I'm saying? So I got a lot more time to be on with y'all niggas.
I was gonna ask you, bro, where the fuck you been at, man?
I'm a big fan of y'all. I be in here screaming with, you know what I'm saying, in my own headphones. You, Pring, Clavo, Edgar, Nuke. You know what I'm saying? Hit the rip out. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm definitely gonna come get my little 3 cents, and you know what I'm saying. IBFP. I'm also a songwriter and music producer, so I'm gonna hook you up with a little. You know what I mean?
I tell you what, Parks. I tell you, Parks. If you message me, man, you probably message me on Twitter, whatever, man. I'll pay you for the song and an intro for the channel or the live stream, so I'll pay you for something like that. I'll throw you some work on that shit right there, man, because we all support each other around here.
Yes, sir.
Listen, man, I'm about to go right to work right now.
You got a Twitter?
To be honest with you, I be on Instagram, so I gotta get logged in with the system, and I gotta learn how to utilize that platform. And once I do, then I'll be able to, add y'all and then we can connect on there. But until then, I'm gonna be on every live I can be on. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want my Instagram or text phone or whatever, you know what I'm saying, we can stay in touch. But yeah, like I said, I'm a big supporter of the community.
In the private chat, just put your email in the private chat. If you see the private chat on your screen, put your email in there and I'll shoot you an email, man. We'll get that song and shit for the channel, man, and we'll do big business on this, man.
Nice.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm gonna have to give you songwriters credit, you know what I'm saying? Because we're gonna have to claim that meat rider, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause these dudes be, order and I added a little spice to it. You know what I'm saying? So when I catch a real level 5 meat rider, I say this guy just won a lifetime supply of meat riders pizza with extra meat and the sausage is laid vertically.
Oh man. He eat the corn the long way, bro. Oh man.
Next,
I'm gonna come out with some t-shirts. You eat corn or elote the long way. Oh man. And Domo says Mirage likes Canelo a little bit more if he gets his favorite fighter paid for having a dog shit resume. Antonio said Mirage is the weakest link on the panel.
I wouldn't disagree.
Free Smirk says Hit Kid talks exquisite. Yeah, so
y'all going
we pretty
crazy
much
in the
got
chat.
everybody in, man. And I got your contact information, Park Street, man. I got Eggers, man. I got some ideas for you guys, and we're gonna make this shit work. And Clavo, do you want to announce what's coming to the channel for everybody, man, just in case anybody see this?
Yeah, man, we're gonna do a Clavo's boxing corner on here, man. We're gonna fucking roast some people. We gonna talk shit on motherfuckers who's dropping stupid ass fucking content or stupid ass comments on anything that I put out. So I'm gonna be on the lookout for that. I finally did my first fucking X Space yesterday, man. I was trying to call somebody to debate, but I guess they want to use their signal as a fucking excuse of why not, which I kind of don't believe it, because he was there for a little bit, for about a minute, and then you couldn't get back in. At least put it in the fucking comments that your signal was out. At least do that. But regardless, it didn't happen.
So Clavo, you're gonna have your own channel, Clavo's Fight Corner, or whatever it's called?
Clavo's Boxing Corner. We're gonna do it's gonna be segmented here on Nuke's channel.
Oh no, yeah, no doubt. And so
we're gonna start adding segments on the IBFP with other elite level guys like Clavo, Edgar, Park Street. We trying to build an empire over here similar to the Boxing Voice, just not bitch made.
All right.
just not bitch made, because I mean you got two-tone, and so or some people call him two-ton, but I don't disrespect him like that. I appreciate him trying to work them titties off.
Did you see how Bomac checked the shit out of his ass?
Oh yeah, Bomac dog walked his ass, just killed him on that. I seen a clip of that shit.
He asked a stupid ass question, bro, talking about, man, when you was when you was behind with the fucking Cheetos bag, that's iconic. Did you see that, man? That it fucking went viral, and he was like, bro, why the fuck would you ask a stupid ass question like that? I'm in the fucking picture. Why would you ask me if I seen that shit, bro? You know what I mean? So that much he checked his ass, bro. Like that, somebody needed to fucking do that shit to you, bro.
I'm telling you, he's bitch man. He moves real funny. But I tell you what, let's invite him on the IBFP. I'm fairly certain he's not gonna show up.
No, nah, he's not. He's not gonna show up, fam. He's not gonna show up. Just like PBC the best, he didn't show up either. Or Panty Sniffer, he wasn't trying to show up, bro. None of these motherfuckers trying. Maybe some would. Maybe some would. That ain't it. He showed up, which I didn't think he was, because he didn't show up the first time. But at least he showed up the second time.
That's true. And Santiago responded to you, Clavo. I didn't read this one. He said, I agree with Clavo. Good points. But whenever someone doesn't agree with y'all, you guys scream and talk over them. Just wait and debunk them. So that's his.
I guess
he's saying that.
I guess I can see that, bro. But the thing is, a lot of times when they come back with something, it's stupid. A lot of things that fucking knockout boxing was coming out with, bro, that shit didn't. It was nothing to do with what the fuck the topic is about. The whole thing about Tank Davis not fighting a world champion and Keyshawn coming in fighting a champion, the whole point was, why is he gonna fucking be a champion in this weight class, an actual champion, not a fucking emo champion before you? That was the whole point. But when you got to go around and you got to fucking talk about Dennis Brenchik, who did he get it from? He got it from Navarrete. This, bro, that's not the fucking point. That's what I'm saying. Like, when you get out of the fucking topic, that's when you know your fucking goose is truly cooked. We know that,
bro.
So,
But like to me, the fucking the fork in the road where he went one way and went the other way is where he would when we literally asked him, why don't you have the same level of standards and energy for Tank not doing these things, and he wouldn't fucking answer. That to me is like, bro, you're watching boxing for a one man. You fucking have a man crush. Get over yourself.
that's Ashley right there. That's Ashley right there. The same thing with David Benavidez. And
Like,
he was
you're
trying to talk
watching
about bro, and I'm sorry, I had to check his ass on that when he was trying to get into that Tank conversation. Bro, you can't speak. You can't even tell me how many fucking divisions Tank has been a champion in. So you can't you can't talk. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, and like, bro, like
And
once you have that,
Santiago, you can get on the panel as well, my brother.
like once you have that mindset, you're closing yourself off to everything else that's involved.
Man, Santiago, bro, I look, man, respect to you. This is no diss to you, bro. But I gotta say that I see you on this live in the chat. I also see you on Ring IQ's live in the chat. But the links are always there, but you never click them. So I mean, I'm gonna be waiting for one day for you to click them, bro. Like, for you to get up here. I want you to get up here, and I want you to speak in peace. It doesn't have to be to debate or argue, which I think I would prefer for you to do that. But bro, just to speak your mind. I want to see what you say. I want to see where your mind, where your heart's at when it comes to these fighters, whether you're a fanboy or not, which I hope you're not. You're probably not, but I still would like you to come up in here and speak your mind.
Facts.
That's facts. And something about Clavo and Edgar, you be pissing these guys off to the point where they get so mad that they be rage quitting and all of that shit. And even when you look at Ashley Knuckles and Mirage, they really don't like to talk about anything other than David Benavidez or Canelo.
Right. That's it. Like they like literally, you could literally start a fucking live, and we could be like, listen, or you could like, I mean, Inoue hasn't fought as much as actively as before, but if we turn back the hands of time and you fucking started a live on Inoue going from the division that he started and how he was just taking guys' heads off one after another, and we were sitting there and spoke only on him, or if you went back and we fought and we only spoke about Wilder and Fury or fucking the heavyweights, they would not have a fucking peep to say.
Hey, my bad on the way it went out. I had to run inside Food Bazaar, but I came running out of Food Bazaar when I heard this clown 69 get crazy, and y'all seen I lost to the top, man. I was going on. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't want to go out like that, so I want to say good night to y'all, respectfully. I want y'all, I ain't want to just leave like that. So
Supreme, you good, baby. You good, man.
I got y'all back 100%. You know what I'm saying? No matter who come on this panel, I'm gonna roast them my way. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start putting Supreme 174/Kamikaze so they can start getting ready and they know what's going on.
Boom.
Word.
That's how you do it, baby. That's how you do it, man. No,
Facts,
ain't nothing but love, bro.
Yo,
You came in here like that because he came in here like that too.
And Clavo, there's one thing I wanted to tell you about Ashley Knuckles. Why couldn't he give us a prediction on the Canelo Crawford fight?
I mean, bro, it's because that's the thing. If it's not with David Benavidez, he doesn't want to give a prediction.
But you don't see the pattern.
David Benavidez has to be in the conversation.
He disappears. Every time I get on, he disappears. You don't see the pattern now?
And also to add a caveat,
yeah.
When we talk about the point of view or the ideology that Ashley goes with, as far as not fighting, or when is the last time he fought a 50-50 fight, right? Using that ideology with 75, I would say at least 75% of the boxing world think Canelo going to lose. I would say it's more than 50%. That think he's going to lose. So when we look at it from that point and how that actually, proves his point in a matter of Canelo actually trying to prove himself, that's a body bag. Because by your own standard, the boxing world is 70-25, 75-25, 70, you know what I mean? As far as him, trying to beat Canelo.
I mean, I gotta, you know what? That's kind of, I feel that. because you also got to look at, you know, when these motherfuckers asking, when was the last time Canelo fought a fight that you would believe that he would lose? Well, apparently, to what we're seeing in the boxing community, not just on Twitter, but on all social medias, on Twitter as well. I mean, on YouTube as well. Bro, you're seeing a lot of motherfuckers going for Crawford's gonna get it. Crawford's gonna do it. So, bro, that right there answers the question alone. A lot of people go. So here's the thing now. Here's the thing. Before this fight, when this fight was barely being talked about, you know, I was like, nah, man, Canelo's gonna do it, you know, but this fight shouldn't really happen. But now since so many motherfuckers saying that Crawford's gonna win, bro, we gotta give Canelo credit now if he wins.
Exactly.
It's like we're gonna have to give him credit now.
Would have defeated two
Hey,
undisputed.
I'm my bad, fellas. Good night. I gotta step off real quick. I'm gonna see y'all on the next live, and I hope everybody's on there so I can eat a big steak called 68.
All right, Preem. Much love, my brother. Salute, Preem.
Man,
the
think
one
about
and
me
only
and eating
Preem
steak, bro.
team in the building, man. Salute to you, Supreme. That's Coach Preem right now, man. And I just want to read these two. My brother says, Outstrike says, I would like to join the panel one day, but I suck at debates. Ashy Knuckles suck at debates, and he gets up here every time. So feel free to come on here. And Mirage suck at debates. All these guys be sucking at debates, and they be up here. So just get up here, talk your shit. Clavo, Edgar, man, we're going to go easy on you, man. Carlos, shout out to y'all for holding it down. Salute to you, my brother Carlos. We didn't get Carlos on today, but definitely the next time Carlos should be on the live. My brother Noah is on here. Sour Punch. You guys like to add anything before we get up out of here today, fellas?
Honestly, man, you all got it, man. I couldn't have put it any better myself. Clavo, you cooked. Park Street, you cooked as well. You were fucking awesome, dude. Edgar, you cooked. Sabrine cooked. Hit Kid cooked. Thank you. All y'all cooked. It was like it was like a fucking barbecue party.
Man,
Sour
you
Punch,
late, bro.
Always invited.
What's good with you?
Can you hear me?
Sour Punch, I guess. Anyway, salute to everybody. We out.
Later.
Sour Punch, we can barely hear you, bro. You sound far away and there's an echo.